All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who get on my nerves. I'm just kidding, it's only one of them, and his name is Emmanuel Acho. Welcome to the show, man. How we doing?
Beautiful people. Hey, y'all could be doing anything and you're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. We are early today. Got to go to church. Some of us in here actually respect higher powers. Some of us respect nothing but the buffet line. Anyway, y'all could be doing anything and you're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. Consider us your online family. Hey, this is a show we make to talk back to you. What happened to the music? Joe, what the hell happened to the music? Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, we want to talk back to y'all, so y'all just drop a super chat and we will be talking back. Also, if we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us if you hit the subscribe button. So whatever you do, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to push us further into the algorithm. Carry up.
Yeah, the Lord said not to be gluttonous, and I am no longer. I am free of that sin, absolutely. Now let's talk about someone who was gluttonous during his NFL career because he ate up a bunch of yards on the field and played football at a way higher level than Emmanuel Acho could even dream about. I'm talking about the OG of all OGs, your favorite route runner's favorite route runner, now teaching your favorite route runner how to run routes. TJ Hushmanzada in the building. How we doing today?
Always, man. The intro always on. You know what? You gonna lose 100 pounds. They still gonna.
They still gonna. Yeah, I was fat once at that point. So
He's
yeah,
gonna lose 100 pounds. It'll still be 300, TJ. So yeah, I mean.
We're getting there. It's a work in progress, though. It's a lifestyle change, so I appreciate y'all holding me accountable. That's
the most important part.
Speaking of someone that is never held accountable, but today he will be because family is in the studio.
Family is in the studio.
The father times 1, soon to be father times 2. Social Trey in the building. How we doing today?
Listen, man, feeling good, feeling great. It's good to see y'all, Kieran. You got the nice Nike kit on. TJ got the nice Nike tech. That's about $600 just between the two of y'all.
Well, you know what I was just thinking about?
What's that?
In about 8 years, you're gonna be getting 2 text messages saying, "Daddy, can you send me some money?"
I know. I know. Acho, you heard that? Give me my new contract, please.
Start the show.
Challenging you in front of family is crazy. All the day we're going to church is hilarious. Look, man, we have a show to get to. Trey mentioned the kit. We have to talk about World Cup action. Today we saw England go out there and play, but we also saw Portugal, one of the tournament favorites, go out there and play as they drew in an upset to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Cristiano Ronaldo on the day, 25 touches, 3 shots, none of them on target, 1 duel, 1. That's the second least amount of touches Ronaldo has ever had in a World Cup start. And fellas, looking back on his last 10 matches for Portugal in big major world tournaments or continental tournaments in the World Cup, no goals scored against Uruguay, South Korea, Switzerland, Morocco in the Euros, didn't score against Czechia, Turkey, Georgia, Slovenia, or France, and then in the World Cup match against the Democratic Republic of the Congo, did not score as well. Fellas, in your opinion, 41 years old Cristiano Ronaldo going out there competing in his 6th World Cup now in 2026. Is he ruining his legacy?
Absolutely. I think he's hurting it at minimum because you got to remember, everybody understands the name Ronaldo. You could suggest that he is the biggest star in the world currently. At minimum, by Instagram metrics, you could make that suggestion. But there will be individuals that only watch him play during the World Cup, especially the loose fans. And if you watch him play during the course of the World Cup, you've seen 8 goals up until this point. But those 8 goals have all come in group stages. If you happen to watch him play during the latter half of his career, especially this recent World Cup, you watch him play today. And he cost his team a goal because Ronaldo doesn't care so much that his team scores. He cares so much that he scores. And that is the dilemma. When you put yourself ahead of the team, when you put yourself ahead of Portugal, all of a sudden you are undermining yourself and you are undermining the team. So I do suggest Ronaldo is hurting his legacy because there comes a point, and I think we've arrived at that point, where his name is now bigger than his game. The name Ronaldo, it precedes him. It walks in rooms before him. But then by the time his game walks into the room, it's like, wait a second, this is who y'all praise? Because I heard Messi and he gave me a hat trick. I heard Mbappe and he gave me a goal.
Yeah, he gave me 2.
Cuz from England, he gave me 2 goals. Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah.
So then I hear Ronaldo and you cost your team a goal? Wait, which one of these are not like the others? So in my mind, I think Ronaldo can be hurting his legacy because at least right now, the name is bigger than the game.
Nah, he can't. You can't hurt yourself after you've established that Ronaldo at worst is one of the top 5 soccer players in the history of soccer. At worst. Age waits on no man. Playing
That's
sports
true.
is a young man's game. Ronaldo's 41 years old. He's still a very good player, but he's not what he once was. And who is when you're 41 and you've had the type of success? And so what he's done in the past, you can't erase that. How can I hurt something that I've already accomplished and things that I've already done? I don't believe he can damage his reputation. Now, when you play, this was a draw, but it feels like it was a loss.
Yeah.
You know, when you draw with the Congo, you feel like, oh my God, this is a loss. Ronaldo hasn't played well in the last 2 World Cups. So last World Cup, obviously he was 37. You think he's gonna play better now at 41? And so this is where he is at this point in his career. He'll have some really good games and he'll have 4 or 5 so-so games. This is what he's going to do moving forward. But I don't believe you can damage your reputation and your legacy by having off games in a World Cup when this has somewhat been the norm now.
You can damage your reputation if and only if you begin to damage the team. And that, I believe, is where Ronaldo is at. If you remember, I think when it got down to the round of 16 in the 2022 World Cup, he got benched, if I'm not mistaken. He's never scored in the knockout stage, ever. Shout out to scoring in group stages. Shout out to being, I believe, Portugal's all-time leading scorer in the World Cup. But how come when it's time to be a big dog, you not a big dog? You got to remember, as I got to remember, T, fans care more about their team, and in this case, their country, than they will ever care about a player.
So how did he build up his reputation? He didn't build his reputation in the World Cup. He built his reputation. What's the league?
He won Champions League, won the Premier League
So
with Manchester United.
that's where he built his reputation. He didn't build his reputation in the World Cup. The World Cup just may be a tournament that is like
He don't excel in.
Yeah.
He presses. He may press in the World Cup, so he's not at his best. And now you go to the Euro League and the Champions League, he may play a little freer. He's playing with more than likely better players. And so when you play with better players, I can take this chance because they may have my back.
Let me ask you this, and then Kieran, obviously take this baton, take it home to some degree. Don't you think your reputation isn't predicated upon the super fan? Your reputation is in large part dictated by the casual. I remember reading this one book, and it talked about how an elite movie isn't an elite movie because of what the movie buff says. An elite movie becomes an elite movie based upon the person that only sees one movie a year. Did they go see this movie? That's what makes a great movie great. You might only see one movie this year, and you might probably saw Michael. A great becomes great reputationally, not based off the super fan, but the casual. Casuals watch the World Cup. With all due respect, I know of AC Milan, I know of this and that, but when I really lock in is World Cup time. Like track fans.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean? Track fans really lock in at the Olympics. At the point in which you've locked into the last 2 World Cups, and you're like, okay, Ronaldo. I see him in ads, Louis Vuitton ads with Messi. I see him posting up with LeBron James. He one of them ones. And then you turn on Fox and you turn on the World Cup, and it's like, wait, this is who they're praising? This is him? So that's why I think reputationally, if you're really a soccer or football fan, you know who the hell Ronaldo is.
You are, right? Let me ask you this before you go. Whose fault is it that he only had 25 touches, which is the least that he's had in a World Cup? Whose fault could that be?
You want me to be honest?
Please.
It's his. It's his fault. He's bad positionally, and he's being asked to play a role that he's not capable of. So this is my whole thing on Ronaldo. Without ever playing in a World Cup game, he's the greatest goal scorer that the world has ever seen, outside of maybe Pele. But even then, Pele's goal scoring record is whatever. Ronaldo right now has been playing the last 3 seasons in Saudi, searching or endlessly, tirelessly going after reaching 1,000 goals for the end of his career, right? What we're seeing right now, though, is a Portugal squad that is the most talented that they have ever been. They have the best midfield in the world, bar none. They have the best left back in the world. They're a solid team. Tactically, they're wonderful. And right now, they're not playing to the level in which they can because they're trying to appease the ego of a 41-year-old that's chasing greatness that is past him. And that, to me, is the problem. I don't think it ruins his legacy or he's any less great of a player because of this. But if they continue to play him, and I'm being honest, if they just continue to play him or give him opportunities to take free kicks whenever you have a Bruno Fernandes who's just better right now. He's just a better player. It's different when we're talking about Messi in Argentina. Messi is still very clearly the best player on that team. We're talking about Mbappe, the best player on that team. Erling Haaland, best player on his team. Harry Kane, arguably him and Jude Bellingham, the best players on their team. Ronaldo's nowhere near close to the best player on his team. He's not better than Vitinha right now. He's not better than Bruno Fernandes right now. He's not better than Nuno Mendes right now. He's just not the best player in the world anymore.
Man,
he's not the player that he used to be.
Names, bro, like they household names. Like,
They
you
are
just rattling these names.
They're
off.
not. Look, sorry. They're not Ronaldo, but Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, coming off of back-to-back Champions League titles, the best team in Europe with Paris Saint-Germain. Ronaldo right now is putting a stain on the end of his legacy because he's holding a team back that's actually capable of winning this tournament. And what you saw today was him positionally making error after error after error. Thierry Henry was on the broadcast talking about he's supposed to play a 9 role and create opportunities and space for others, but because he's so goal hungry and thinking that it's still his show, he's stealing opportunities. There was a point where he could have ran across the goal that Emmanuel Acho is mentioning. He could have ran across into the empty space on the far post, and Bruno Fernandes could have come in and actually made a goal. It would have made the difference in the game, but instead Ronaldo's not used to doing that because he's used to being the star of the show. And at 41 years old, Ronaldo is right now what a lot of people were saying LeBron James was last season. Oh, he's holding them back. They're keeping him around, and that's the reason why the Lakers can't win right now. Right now, Ronaldo is holding back Portugal. They're not going to win this tournament with him playing the majority of these games.
So
just not.
I'm glad you said the name LeBron James because I'm trying to find the comp for those that aren't as familiar with the World Cup. And shout out to y'all. Y'all know the Speakeasy. We try to stay diverse in our sports. I think the comp is much more Aaron Rodgers. Because LeBron James will take a back seat. Hey, Luka Doncic, it's your team. I'm no longer the best player.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin Reeves, it's time for you to cook. I'm still better than you, but however, you can expend your energy because...
Can you give him some time? Ronaldo? Can you give
think-
him some time
I think-
to take a back seat?
Ronaldo showed us last World Cup that he's not trying to take
He's
a
been
back
showing you
seat.
for years.
Yeah,
He showed you
that's-
at
that's
Euros.
but
He
at
showed you.
37,
Whereas I think somebody like Aaron Rodgers is handcuffing his teams. That's the difference. Aaron Rodgers is not going to camp, not going to camp, not going to camp. Don't draft nobody, not going to camp, not going to camp. Ta-da! Here I am back at camp. So I would say Ronaldo's more of an Aaron Rodgers comp in my mind. Somebody where it's like, hey, bruh, we need you to go ahead and move on. In American sports, we just don't tolerate it as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Dirk Nowitzki was like, hey, I could keep playing, but y'all got this young boy here. I'ma chill.
Also, I'll
Go
jump
ahead.
in here. Ronaldo's different. He's bigger than the program.
Yeah.
And it's the same way we can say LeBron's bigger than the program, but there's other superstars of the same caliber. Cristiano Ronaldo is the most famous Portuguese person since I think ever.
Yeah.
He's one of the most famous people.
Yeah,
He's the
humans
most famous
alive,
man
yeah.
in the entire planet.
Yeah, you said-
So him playing is going to cause a bunch of questions if you don't play well.
right now?
In
Saudi
Saudi.
Arabia.
And you said he chasing what?
1,000
Right.
goals.
1,000
nah,
goals.
he chasing that paper. That's what he doing.
He got plenty of that.
He got- has
you
so-
can never have enough.
Man,
that's what
them
they say.
soccer players.
I don't know that, but that's what they
Them soccer
he-
That's
players
what you say.
he-
make
is the
like, they
prototype
on like
though.
$300 million salaries, bro. Them soccer players get
The-
He
buku
getting
bucks.
that like a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they get crazy money. But Kieran, I wanna pitch this to you because the culture of soccer and football worldwide is different in terms of legacies. They're not, in my opinion, as harsh on players and their legacies when they start to tail off. It seems like they give the fan base gives a lot more grace
Absolutely.
to players that have a steep fall off as opposed to NBA, NFL, and even the MLB. MLB is a little more gracious than I think the first two, but what do you think about that? Because I would argue that the reason he's kind of free rolling. You know what I mean? You go to the casino, you get up a couple $100, you kind of start to play a little more carefree. I feel like that's kind of where Ronaldo's at because the fan base is not as critical of players.
They're not as
when they
critical. And the
become
thing
washed.
is, he's still the most popular player in the world. When those tickets are getting sold, they're not getting sold. You look in the stands. Bruno Fernandes was the Premier League Player of the Year, the toughest league in the entire world. He was the best player in that league. I don't have a number 8 Bruno Fernandes jersey on.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Nuno Mendes got Nuno Mendes and Vitinha off of back-to-back Champions League, the best team. They essentially won the Super Bowl of soccer back-to-back years. I'm not rocking their jersey. I want that number 7. I want to jump up in the air. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to see Ronaldo. He's the main attraction. He's the ticket. He's the superstar. The problem is he's not at that level anymore. And like you said, in Europe, it's not that culture though. Yeah. It's not.
Can you fault him? Because all athletes at the end of the day are the same. And he had his TV clicked on yesterday, and he saw 38-year-old Messi score a hat trick
in his 6th World Cup as well.
So I think Ronaldo's looking at his modern contemporary and saying, "Hey, bruh, I got to at least get one." He saw Mbappe 2 days ago or earlier on in the day get himself one. Ronaldo, that's probably why Ronaldo aggressively and selfishly took the shot attempt today when he should have just run through from the defender.
Now, y'all know what's crazy though? If soccer was popular in the United States.
We got to go on here. We did this yesterday for 40 minutes.
I'm having flashbacks.
No, I agree. We all
finish your thesis. Is it the same thesis statement as Shady's? I don't know.
It's about to be.
What's Shady say?
No, you finish your
statement.
If soccer was popular in the United States, would we even know who these dudes were?
Okay, same thesis.
Yeah,
same thesis.
Yeah.
I knew it. I felt it.
You felt it
in my spirit. I felt it in my spirit that TJ was getting ready to say the same thing.
I think we'd be cold. I think we would absolutely be cold. We'd still know Messi.
In case you want to watch that conversation, go to the VODs on YouTube Speakeasy account.
Click the channel
for 40 minutes.
Yeah, for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. It is a really solid 40 minutes.
43 and a half minutes.
He ain't lying.
We argued about black Americans dominating soccer if we cared about it more.
Yeah, how long is VOD yet? Yeah. No, but I also, to close out the conversation, I think the one that Ronaldo is chasing, whenever you talked about goals scored yesterday, it's not goals. It's the World Cup. And right now, he has the best opportunity that he's ever had because this is the best Portugal squad that they've ever had. Their team is stacked.
Yeah. Who's in their group?
I mean, Democratic Republic of the Congo just drew with them.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have a group of depth. There's too many teams now to have like a really tough group right now. But they're going to win their group still. I still think they're going to go out there and get 2 more wins. But I don't trust him in the knockout stages against Germany, against Spain. Yeah. I don't trust him to be able to deliver in those big games right now. Yeah. I don't. Not at 41 years old. And I think the one that he's chasing is that World Cup. He watched Messi do it in his 5th World Cup at 34, 35 years old last time. And he's thinking, okay, I have the best shot possible. They won Nations League last year. They beat the best teams in Europe last summer. He wasn't really a contributor then, though, as well. So it's going to be tough for him.
I will say, though, Kieran, if it comes down to PKs, Ronaldo is – I'm taking – Ronaldo
on penalty kicks,
100%.
Not on free kicks though. He's atrocious at those.
Nasty on those.
Hey, let's get some super chats and then keep it pushing to the next topic.
Say less. I got 2 quick ones for us. Jetlag TJ 427 said, Acho, who is better, the refrigerator or Bofa? Bofa?
Who?
Bofa.
Are you talking about like the D tackle? Oh hell, Trey can't.
Did I mess up?
Bofa?
Yeah.
You know what Bofa is? Y'all know Bofa?
I know who the refrigerator is.
Both of these nuts? Y'all know? Y'all never heard of that before?
No.
Dang, y'all missed that one. That was crazy.
I guess.
He got you, though.
That was
yeah.
a Gen Z super chat.
You wasted $10 for us to be unks. That was sorry. My bad.
Y'all never heard that?
No.
Like y'all ain't never been like,
I heard D's. Like we said D's.
You like Wendy's?
Yeah, D's is ours. But
you like Wendy's?
Y'all remixed it.
Y'all never heard of it?
Both.
Yeah, it was a D's nuts joke.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Congrats, Jetlag. Our weird cousin Central Cash jumped in the super chat and said TJ dressed like he's a blue Sour Patch Kid looking like a blue raspberry airhead, but TJ
it ain't even blue.
Can you do
turquoise?
What are you talking about?
He on that high sense TCL TV. Boy, upgrade your shit.
Hey, hold on.
Then he goes on to say, can you do 10 push-ups? And Carebear, let's see you do your 10, big dog.
Bro, I'm not doing 10
push-ups. So, TJ, to catch you up.
On principle, I'm not doing them for you, bro. I'm just not.
Right. To catch you up, real quick, somebody dropped a super chat and asked, Kieran is at 9.5. The line's at 9.5 on push-ups. Over or under?
Over.
See,
so all universities said over.
That's what we
thought. Trey was down to me too.
Trey was down.
Only because you doubted yourself.
I did doubt myself.
But Kieran was like, I don't think I could. I'm like, Kieran,
I ain't done push-ups in a minute,
you can. Bro. So then somebody said $200.
TJ about to get pissed.
To do 10.
I'll do 10 if he send me 200. Whoever
and Kieran said no.
10 push-ups. Every grown man in the world should be able to do 10 push-ups.
So
I agree with that, yeah.
Shut the hell up.
I agree. Hold on.
He is sick, bro.
Hold up. I agree. I've always agreed with that statement. I feel like when I wasn't able to do 10 push-ups, that was egregious. I should be able to do 10 push-ups.
So then Shady offered him 1,000 just to do 10 on spot. He said no.
Listen,
he offered me
TJ,
20.
not my 1,000 versus your 1,000. If you drop and do 10 push-ups right now, I got a stack for you.
Free.
He said no.
I'd have got down. I took my shirt off for them 10. What?
Come on, man. I'm telling you. He ain't got no
What?
heart.
Should every grown man be able to do 10 push-ups?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
At least 25.
Straight?
Yes.
T, that's aggressive.
That's
Nah.
25
aggressive.
push-ups?
That's aggressive.
That means you not lifting, picking anything up ever. Ever. That's so easy
That's
to
a
do.
lot of push-ups.
25?
For a non-athletic.
Even if you're non-athletic, you're a man.
If you haven't
You
lifted,
still should have some strength. There's a
25
lot of
is-
women that's going to knock out 25
No,
that
facts.
are not athletes. Bow, 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 bow. Easy.
Hey.
I'm doing. I don't even do push-ups anymore, but I'm assuming I can knock out.
You couldn't.
I give you like 35.
You know what really messed me up,
I
though?
just saw TJ
You'll
put
give me who?
35.
I'm doing at least 50.
Cap.
You know what's really messed up, though?
Not chin to fist
Lock
on
out.
the ground. Yeah,
Lock
arms.
out.
Yes,
Yeah.
my
Lock these-
chest is going to the ground all the way up.
No,
50.
not 50 times.
All right.
Well, I don't know, actually. TJ said he does 15, 14. He does ladder pull-ups.
You gonna doubt a professional athlete?
I'm doing that for sure.
TJ
come on,
could
bro.
maybe. I would set his over under
Chest
43
to-
and a half.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I'll say
35
over.
was too low, but
Yeah,
yeah,
so
43
43
and a half
I'll
is
say it's
Just
over.
around.
25 is way too many for an average.
just an average
man.
male,
You're asking way
especially
too much.
American male.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10, you should have got that.
I couldn't do
$1,000.
10. I couldn't do 10 in
that.
January, but I
There's
can
one-
do 10 now.
If you just passed up a free $1,000.
Nah, I know.
You would have
But
got
I didn't
that.
know.
But that was also part of the
It was
conversation.
either
Acho pays
a
him too
free
much.
thousand or public shame and embarrassment that I will
I'm
never be able to
taking
get
that
over
chance.
personally.
I'm taking that chance.
Acho pays him too much. TJ is what it
That
was.
was-
That
that's
1,000
Great-
didn't move.
Hey, when you got big bread, that
That shit
Yeah.
don't move you. That's
That
little.
don't
That's
move
little
you.
pay.
You're
Real
right.
quick, keeping it moving. Then we got to go on with the show. Victor Diaz 07. Shout out to my guy. Said, how is Ronaldo damaging his team when they don't feed him? He plays with 3 of the best midfielders in the world, and they can't feed him the ball. Playing as a number 9. Also, is LeBron damaging his legacy if he continues to play?
He's bad positionally. It's just that simple. He's bad positionally, and he's not creating opportunities for others. Sorry, Ronaldo shouldn't be the main guy. He just shouldn't be right now. Create the opportunities for the better guys in the forwards. Yeah,
Because
like, I don't
he
know.
is still skilled enough to do that.
Yes.
100%.
Bro, he's skilled enough to do anything. The
Yeah.
problem is the reason why LeBron is capable of taking that backseat, like Acho said, and being a facilitator. We saw him whenever he got to the Lakers. That first year, he led the league in assists.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, damn, okay, these are young cats. I'm not going to be able to like just lead them
let
and
them
score
cook.
one. I'm going to let them cook.
Yep, for
it
sure.
is
That's
what
all
it
I got in the super chats, Kieran.
Look, man, we got to keep
moving.
the show pushing. It's time we talk about TJ's Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow had his media availability. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
I hope so. I think that's great. You know, put pressure on guys. I love it. I thrive in it. We'll find out who else does. I know that we have the kind of people that want to be in that spot. You know, I want everybody talking about the Bengals. I want everybody talking about what I'm saying in my press conferences. I mean, is he? You know, you go back and watch what I said before 2019 season at LSU. You know, I feel very similarly about this team. You know, I'm so excited to get started and get moving. And I wish we would ramp this right into training camp so we can continue to improve.
Fellas, he's saying that this team reminiscent of his 2019 LSU Tigers that went on to win the national championship. The Bengals this offseason added some defensive help. Dexter Lawrence, Boy Mafe, Brian Cook, Jonathan Allen, Kyle Duggar, the safety. Re-signed Joe Flacco as a backup option, Dalton Reisner. And then also got Cassius Howell, their edge rusher out of Texas A&M, and Takario Davis, DB, out of, I believe he was at Arizona, ended up transferring somewhere else. But
He went to UW.
yeah, went to UW. That's
Long
what it
Beach
was.
Millikan High School.
Okay. Are you guys buying stock in the Bengals this season and believe in the hype with Joe Burrow saying that they're reminiscent of the 2019 LSU team?
Hell no. Not a chance. Not close. And I'm not going to lie because of the person to my right is a Bengals legend. Don't care.
But you don't think we can really do something?
No. For several reasons. First,
Say this clip.
Let me dismantle Joe Burrow's statement. And Joe Burrow knows this. And Joe Burrow's incredible. 2019 LSU roster. That wide receiving core is better than the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiving core. And the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiving core is good. They had Jamar Chase plus Justin Jefferson plus Terrence Marshall. Also, in college, they had a first-round running back in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Also, in college, they had a Hall of Famer's son at tight end in Thaddeus Moss. So your starting skill unit was a first-round running back, a Hall of Fame wide receiver, another Hall of Fame wide receiver, a Hall of Fame tight end son in Thaddeus Moss, and a fifth-round pick wide receiver, I believe, is your wide receiver 3. So let's stop there. And then defensively, I think you also had Patrick Queen. I think you had Caleb Chase on. I think you had a young Derek Stingley. Like,
No, he wasn't there yet.
Second round Terrence Marshall. I apologize. So that LSU squad compared to the field is light years better than this Bengals squad compared to the field. The Bengals hopefully are an 8 or 9 win team. Respectfully. From a roster perspective, they're probably the second, maybe third best roster in their division. And in the conference, maybe the 10th best roster. Maybe. Grace of God. So, like, no. The Bengals, if Burrow stays healthy, they'll win 11. Maybe. 10. Bengals are a good team. Okay team. Definitely not an elite team. And definitely not a 2019
So
LSU
you said we're going to win
team.
8, 9 games. Now you said 10, 11. I need
If Burrow's healthy.
Okay, how many we winning?
9. I'm a factor
right.
Burrow will miss 3 or 4 games.
One, the receiver group is better than what he had at LSU.
That's not
because
true.
Jamar Chase is a much better receiver now than he ever was at LSU. That's number one.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, yeah, I'm not going to argue that. I ain't going to bring him up. not even going to bring him up. Tight end that we have is way better than Thaddeus Moss. Way better.
Of course.
Chase Brown is better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm not comparing them.
No.
Compared to the field.
But this is what matters more than anything.
Please, I'm listening.
Joe believes that this team can go places. And when you're a player, and I believe in what we have, that mind is just so powerful, man. Like, if he stays healthy, we win in 11, 12, maybe 13 games. I'm telling you now. Because the defense, they hear this. What was said about the defense all last year? They try one of the worst defenses ever. They can't stop me.
True.
But they hear the court, and Joe was one of the guys. He didn't call him that, but if we can just get a stop. So he's basically saying without saying it. The Bengals are going to be good because the leader of the team believes in everything that they've done this offseason. It's now just a matter of, can we stay healthy and will the ball bounce our way once or twice? That's all we need. Because we're going to replay this clip. It is June 17th.
Yeah.
And we get to December 17th, Acho going to be like, oh, I was mistaken. I'm like, I told you so. Third best roster in the division. Who better?
The Ravens clear them without looking at them. You know when you hurdle the low hurdles in middle school?
When we win
you don't even look at
this division, I need you to remember that their roster is better. So then when
Burrow ever won the division? Correct me if I'm wrong. When y'all went 10-7 and went to the Super Bowl,
I don't know if he won the division, but we did that. We did do that though. We went to the Super Bowl and they have not.
True.
And so all the teams in the division are good.
Yeah.
They won it twice.
All the teams, even, well, not the Browns anymore, Myles Garrett gone. That's just a tough division. But when the leader of your team comes out and says, it's the Dexter Lawrence or the Johnny, you're not running the ball on us.
Here's my thing. The defense was atrocious last year, and they won the division twice before y'all try to clip this. It's just been so long, I forgot. You've made 4 defensive acquisitions to the starting lineup. Which one is life-changing? Which one? Byron Cook, third best DB for the Chiefs. Dexter Lawrence, Jonathan Allen, and Mafe. And Boye Mafe. Backup outside rusher, if I'm not mistaken, for the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Which one of those is going to be like, they're going to completely turn the defense around?
Yeah,
None of them are like life-changing players.
Yeah, it is. When you get Jonathan Allen and Dexter Lawrence, that's a huge. What National Football League team has 2 D tackles like that on the same team?
Eagles.
Cowboys.
Without flinching.
The who?
We can keep going.
Cowboys.
I mean, we just...
No.
We just want to keep going? Because we could just...
No.
We could just keep rattling
the
them off
Eagles,
if you want us to.
That's I'll say, okay. The Cowboys. I'll say, yeah, that's okay.
Outside of them, though.
Who?
I'd throw the Rams in there.
Nah, no, you can't. You can't do that.
absolutely
That's
would.
disrespectful.
That's not.
Nobody
to
on the
who? To
Rams.
the Rams?
Kobe Turner.
Nobody on the Rams has accomplished what Dexter Lawrence. No D tackle.
Nah,
and
they don't
Kobe
have a
Turner's
Dexter
a month.
Lawrence. Yeah.
He's not accomplished what Dexter Lawrence. Nobody. You can't. Now we gonna just name some people because. And the interior of that Bengals defensive line, they needed leadership on the back end of that defense. We hope Brian Cook is gonna bring that. That's what we hope. He's gonna bring some leadership and just some type of. In DJ Turner led the league in completion percentage against. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that.
Here's what I want to know, T, and you know this.
We score points.
I don't know a lot of things in this life. I know defensive football. Who do you think these players are exactly? Like Byron Cook.
I said I need Brian Cook to bring some leadership. I need him to bring some leadership. That's what I need. Because if Dexter Lawrence and Jonathan Allen are doing what they're supposed to do, we going to be fine.
Kieran, here's what you didn't hear. When you acquire a defensive back, you know what you need? You need interceptions.
He is safety.
You need PBUs. You need him to come downhill and smack somebody.
Oh, he can do that?
You know the request that TJ made?
Some leadership.
I need some leadership.
I'm going off of
Need you to
The
be a good
bar is
locker
so
room guy.
I need great personality. Hey, give me
I
great
need some more
breakdowns.
Emmanuel Achos on the team.
That's not going to win you any games.
No, but when you
Definitely
like, he's a good player, but he not Kyle Hamilton. He not Derwin James. He's a good player though. He not those guys.
But that's what y'all need.
No, that's not what we need. We need good players. We need really good players, and we got those up front. Brian Cook is a good player. He not a difference maker. Dexter Lawrence is a difference maker.
Here's why I don't want to get disrespectful. Respectfully. Y'all don't have any difference makers on defense. Dexter Lawrence is a really good D tackle. A really good D tackle. He's not a difference maker, T. He's not. He had 2.5 sacks last year.
D tackles really, they don't get a ton of sacks.
Even even as far as like, look at the Giants. It's not like the Giants' run defense was like 1985.
But we're going to put that all on one guy.
Brian Burns was an All-Pro. The Giants had
sacks.
great players. So
So my whole point is because the Giants were bad against the run.
Yep.
That's on one guy.
No, I'm
Because
saying
I can be Brian Burns, and I'm not saying he was doing this and chasing stats.
if you
and
are
sacks.
if you are saying that the Giants' defense was bad, isn't all on one guy, then why do Bengals fans believe that one guy, maybe two, are going to come in here and save the day?
Because when we went to the Super Bowl, that's where we were stout at, in the middle. Mm-hmm. DJ Reader.
That whole front four I liked when you went to the Super Bowl.
And this is the thing, though. Between Miles Murphy, Shamar, and Cassius had 2 of those 3. And Mafe, 2 of those 4. They all 4 of them can't be ass. 2 of them dudes gonna give us something. And if 3 give us something, now we cooking.
I ain't never seen 2 pretty best friends. Always one of them got to be ugly.
That is kind of crazy to say about a football
why
roster.
you bring
right?
her with you? Why she with you, huh? That's
You gotta have a
All
strike.
right, that went viral on TikTok a couple years
so.
ago.
gotta
I
have a
just
strike
feel
on
like
that.
defensively, we are going to get stops.
Here's the problem, though.
We getting stops. We scoring. You agree with that? We don't even want to talk. We ain't talking offense.
You just speak so much in feeling, and I'm speaking in fact.
no. I'm speaking.
You're like 2 of them gotta be good. I can tell you, the Houston Texans, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter,
they've done
good.
it. They've done it.
You're like somebody. I'm just finna man. If I'm
blind
eventually
throw
I'm
the
gonna
dart.
get
Acho,
Brad.
hey,
It's dark gonna land
but
somewhere.
If they don't do it, we got 2 dudes in the inside that have done it,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. If we get 2 on the outside that can do it, it's a wrap.
It's
Yeah.
just that the 2 on the inside that have done it, it just hasn't materialized into anything. Jonathan Allen hasn't played on any like
He's on sorry
suffocating
ass
defenses.
teams. He's on sorry ass teams. You heard what Buddy said when you played for the Minnesota Vikings, man. You go to Minnesota and you're a D tackle. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, because
So when he left the Commanders, he went to Minnesota, and everybody forgot that Jonathan Allen could play.
Yeah.
But when he was with the Commanders,
He could play.
He was a dog. And so I'm counting on him being a dog again because this defense is going to let him be a dog.
That's fair. That's fair. You're talking like these are perennial first team All Pro guys. I think Dexter Lawrence has been All Pro once. I don't know. Has Jonathan Allen ever been All Pro?
Probably not.
Like,
'Cause you're
talking about him like they're perennial.
He's never been on a team with this type of offense ever.
Really good players, by the way. I just don't think
Two-time
they're
Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Dexter Lawrence, he has 2 second-team All-Pros. I think Dexter Lawrence
Karen,
is
you
a
got to
solid
settle
player.
this, bro, because we got TJ who's clearly and
So look-
understandably biased,
Man,
and then
y'all
we got Acho who
Who's like a
sounded
hater.
like
it's-
just like
7 wins is ridiculous. No, look.
Crazy.
This is what I'll say. The Bengals really just need 2 things. Burrow, can you stay healthy? Then I know we're going to have an elite offense. It's not a question. I know he's going to go out there and give me 35 to 40 touchdowns and less than 10 picks. I know that he could do that. Defensively, can you just be mediocre? I don't need you to. I just need you not to be
13 to 18. 13 to 20.
Yeah, 13 to 20, and they're a playoff team, and they're a real. And once they make the playoffs, though, you saw it. They can compete.
Yeah, they'll scare some people.
They can, because Burrow's going to show up, and I think
amazing.
that's to TJ's point. All I need is mediocre from the defense, and I know I'm going to be able to have a championship contending team. So I'm with TJ more so on this argument. I don't
But
think
you think what, 9 wins? Because it's going to be real hard to get to 11, 12
so look,
in
if
that
their defense
conference.
if their defense is 25th, 26th, 8, 9 wins. If their defense is anywhere inside the top 15,
yeah,
they're going to win 12 games. 12 to 13 games.
Yeah.
bro.
I'm
And I
trying to
think
tell you.
the
I'm
most
telling you,
convincing thing of that for me is Joe Flacco went over there
And put up 400 yards in game, bro.
and had 13 tugs and 4 picks or something like that.
In losing efforts.
So
In losing efforts.
that's fair. He went
Also-
he went 1-5 in them 6 games.
Also-
or whatever,
wasn't
but
stopping the intramural team.
I'm gonna also, because they finished worse in the division, I'm gonna go through their schedule. They have Tampa Bay, Houston, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Miami, Baltimore, Tennessee, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Washington, New Orleans, Cleveland,
But hold
Kansas
on.
City.
You're
Like,
3 and 2 at the bye. You're
3 and 2 at the bye.
Yep.
Tampa Bay, you can win.
Wait. We 3 and 2 at Dubai?
Yeah.
Who we losing to?
For sure, the Houston Texans.
We gonna see.
And the
For
Jaguars.
sure.
That's
and
it.
then Jags or Tampa.
Yeah.
Jags or Tampa's a toss up. That's why I said
I think they
I'm
beat-
giving them a win. I'm giving them a
They
loss.
walked through Miami. I think
course,
they beat
of course.
Pittsburgh, and I think they beat Tampa.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think Houston and Jacksonville are toss-ups.
No.
But here's
Yes.
what's
Yes.
hold on.
Yes.
What
Yes.
they are.
Here's what's
Yes.
unfair. Tampa's a toss up too. It's wildly disrespectful to say Tampa's not a toss up.
No.
Cincinnati has done nothing more than Tampa
You
in
had
the
your
last
bet. You
3
had
years.
your bet on Baker Mayfield over a healthy Joe Burrow, and I'll watch you sink.
The defense of the Bengals versus a defense in the Bucks and Todd Bowles. It's unfair to act
I'm not
like
gonna lie, if
Tampa-
you
They
told
don't-
if you
what
told
Todd
him-
Bowles like to play on the back end? What cover? Huh?
Cover 2.
You do that with Joe Burrow and ain't no pass rush, you getting carved up.
If
And
I was
then
a-
when you go single high and do all that man blitzing, see ya.
Acho, if I was a betting man and you told me to bet on Baker Mayfield over a healthy Joe Burrow, I wouldn't piss on you if you were set on fire, brother.
Yeah. That's why your PrizePicks shit looks like how it
Yeah,
looks
does.
now.
It's all messed up.
Taking
TJ, I
that
got you,
crazy
baby.
These are super
nonsense.
chats, bro.
All right, let me get to some super chats here. The accomplishment 3084 said, I'm a plumber on my way to jobs or in between jobs. I find something new to watch. So found you guys and been enjoying for a month. Great work, guys, but Shady is out of pocket with some of his takes. You're not alone in feeling that. But let him tell it. He's never wrong. Black Man Drop Top said Dexter Lawrence only had half a sack last year with Burns and Thibodeau, and the Bengals traded a top 10 pick for him.
Hold up,
So
hold up,
he's
hold up.
far from life-changing.
He's not life changing.
See,
But
like,
I'm
you
trying to be
got, like,
respectful.
no.
And I watched the tape.
See,
It's
when,
not even about the sacks.
You gotta
Go ahead.
Yeah.
understand football.
Go ahead.
He's not a pass rusher. He can rush the passer.
He's had 8.5 before, too.
No, but he's not a pass rusher. He can rush the passer.
Yeah.
But when you got Burns, Abdul Carter, and Thibodeau, now your job is to stop the run. You're not
yeah.
rushing the passer. So, like, if you're going to send those type of messages,
So why
understand the game.
Why didn't they stop the run then, T?
Because you got guys maybe on the outside that are chasing stats.
Oh, gosh.
I'm running up the field, and it's a draw. I'm running up the field, and it's 3rd down. That's how.
I'm going to go ahead and bring up this stat, though, as well, because I think we're being disingenuous when it comes to Dexter
Thank you.
Lawrence. Pressures when aligned at nose tackle since 2022. Dexter Lawrence with
Receipts?
108
Who just sent
of
that
them.
message?
Hold up.
That was
108
a
of
Black
them.
Man Drop Top.
Drop top.
Now let's
yeah.
go down.
Drop your top.
Let's find out where the second place guy in terms of pressures is. Oh wait, it's Vita Vea all the way down here with 32
Come
pressures.
on, man. Y'all can't be serious.
Dexter
False
Lawrence
premise.
getting busy is
Oh, my.
allowing Kayvon Thibodeau,
No, I said that's a hell
allowing
of a-
Brian
that's a
Burns.
hell of a lie.
Interior pressure is
That
getting
is,
those.
that is a hell of a lie. Brian Burns would get busy without any of it.
Argue with the
on the
stats,
outside.
Acho. Argue with the stats.
Look at the stat. Read it specifically. Pressure when aligned at nose,
nose
tackle,
tackle.
which means the premise is you have to be aligned at nose tackle. How often is Jordan Davis aligned at nose tackle? You know this. Jordan Davis ain't aligned at nose tackle often.
break
So
that down.
give me a pressure. Just give me a pressure. Not when aligned at nose tackle.
Yeah.
108
You know what I
pressures
mean?
in
Like,
how many years?
122 pressures.
No,
Or
don't get
108
it twisted.
pressures.
108
Sorry,
pressures
it's
since
crazy.
2022 is
Don't get
good,
Don't get
regardless.
twisted.
Crazy.
That is good. It's
No, that's
just
great. That's a
It's
lot
great.
of pressures.
It's just not life changing.
And you
he's
know,
not
he a
Myles
big,
Garrett.
He a big old dude. So
He
you
is.
mean you get that pressure, they make a move, you ain't making
Now,
that sack.
don't get it twisted. Dexter is great.
Yeah.
He's just not. They talking like he's Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
That's my prize.
Now, you know
Truly
what he-
my
you
only
know what
problem.
he watching
They
this.
talking
You know
like
what he
Aaron
thinking?
Donald.
Go ahead and prove him wrong, man. Go ahead and show him your shit.
I think
man.
that's
what we
what
gotta
wrong.
do.
Prove him wrong, young fella. Milo's Pazos says, Speakeasy family, God is good.
All the time.
All the
And all the time.
God is good.
Hey, man, we're going to find out some more about that at church today. I passed the California Grade 5 wastewater operator exam.
That's what I'm
the
talking about.
highest certification in the state.
What's
Thanks
that?
for making the last 2 months of studying
Wastewater.
enjoyable. And
Absolutely.
cheers.
Come on
Hell
now.
yeah.
Congrats to that, brother.
That's love.
I wish I knew. Yeah, I wish I knew
Wait,
exactly
is he like
what
a
it was.
swimming instructor?
Great. No,
Swimming-
wastewater.
Why would that
Sound
be? Why would he
waste-
be
why would
swimming
that
in
be
wastewater?
Like not
wastewater.
like
I'm not reading it.
W-S-
Nope. You're not gonna get on me.
W-A-S-T-E, not
Yeah,
A-I-S-T.
Yeah.
I'm not reading it. I thought it was like
But you're
up,
listening.
up to your wastewater.
That's insane, bro. That's crazy. I don't know what a wastewater operator is, but I know it don't have nothing to do with a swimming pool. The OMGO said, I don't want to go down the well again, but I will say America being the best at everything is directly because we have the opportunity and facilities. Small countries don't have the resources.
Thank you.
Central Cast also said
Oh, well.
maybe I could afford a good monitor if I had a fraction of what you had, Trey. Pause. Why are you attacking
Wow.
the...
Yeah, no. Talk
Why are
about
you
how Trey's overpaid.
Why are you talking about the why are you going at the brokest one on the show? Like, I got 2 millionaires and a soon-to-be millionaire to my right. Are you coming at me? That's crazy. He also goes on to say, but here I am carrying the Speakeasy, a little too unemployed right now. We know, brother. We know. Dustin Russellberg also said, fellas, I have to show some love. You guys have been my escape the last 3 weeks. I found out my stepdad has stage 4 lung cancer.
You
You guys have been my escape. I just wanted to thank you guys. How about them Cowboys?
How
Dallas
about them
for
Cowboys,
life,
baby?
man. Yeah.
Dang.
First and foremost, Dustin, I know you from near the hometown, bro. So sending condolences and you know prayers and positivity to you and the family for sure.
Absolutely.
Truly.
No, look, man. The Speakeasy is doing great things. I was working out yesterday. I was on the treadmill.
Okay.
Dude came up to me
Yep.
and like it's weird whenever you're on the treadmill. I got my headphones on. He just came
Yeah,
up and
you
was just
locked in.
like showing me
Oh,
the
that
show.
he's
And he was
watching
like,
it,
he
that he's
got
watching
off
while
his
he works
treadmill,
out.
came over, and I looked at him and I was like, "Are you subscribed?" And he was just like, and I was like, "Let me see your phone." Like,
Give me your phone.
He wasn't subscribed.
you
So I told him to
subscribed
get the
it.
hell out of my face.
Good.
And that's what I'm gonna tell you if you see me in public and you're not subscribed to
You
the
should have grabbed
Speakeasy.
this phone and subscribed.
I should have grabbed this phone and broke it.
Yeah, you should have.
How dare you come up to me in my
Don't you
face
just gotta
not
hit the little
subscribe?
button and
Subscribe. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, hit the
I'd be
like
like, let me
button,
see
hit the
that box.
thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button, guys. If we do that, Trey will actually get equity. I looked it
Come
up.
on.
It was it was
in
crazy.
my contract.
I
I
hacked
showed him.
the Speakeasy database. Yeah, y'all, we got too many emails here, man. So yeah, you know, Trey contractually. I mean, we're gonna have to talk about that, Acho. But yeah, no, he'll get
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 some equity
equity
in the
He will
YouTube
get equity in the YouTube
Can we get
channel.
to the next
Look,
topic?
man, we
Let's
have
do
to
it,
get to
man.
the next topic. Quarterback for the Washington Commanders, Jayden Daniels, had his media availability when he was asked about last year. He said, "Shut that up." I'll let you guys take a listen.
When you're coming in working in practice, how much did the struggles of last year fuel you, motivate you to have a bounce back from this whole team?
I'm done talking about last year. Last year. Moving on to this season, and whatever happened last year is what happened last year. Can't do anything for me, but just continue to get it better.
Jayden, individually,
Fellas, do you guys think Jayden Daniels can get back to his rookie year form?
Absolutely. Jayden Daniels is him. From a talent perspective, Jayden Daniels is he could be a top 5 quarterback by the time the season's over. From a pure talent perspective, Jayden can be done talking about last year, but it would be foolish of us as analysts to be done talking about last year because sometimes you got to look at your past to understand your present. If I look at Jayden Daniels' past and look at how he played the game in college, it's easy to suggest, oh, he might get hurt again. Then his second year in the league, oh, he gets hurt. multiple times, ultimately leading to that elbow injury. So it would be wildly ignorant of us in this room to ignore what happened last year and not assume what happened last year could happen moving forward. I think he can regain his rookie year success. Realistically speaking, Jayden Daniels was phenomenal for a rookie. He wasn't just phenomenal statistically. I think he had 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 33 or so 100 yards, so 3,500 yards. So he can do that in 12 games. That I'm not worried about. Can he get to an NFC championship game? Hard to do. That's just incredibly hard to do. So I think he can bounce back statistically. I don't know, T, if he can bounce back from a team success perspective. I don't know how good this team's going to be. They're relying on a lot of youth, but he's a freak talent.
We're always told as athletes.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
That's way worse than any sneeze.
Hold on.
That's way worse than any sneeze.
Hold up.
That was a snack alarm.
That actually was my dinner alarm.
I knew it. I knew it was a snack alarm. I knew it had something to do with food.
The show changed my schedule. I've been eating on schedule, so I have an 8-hour eating window.
It's cool, bro. It's cool,
on,
bro.
man.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was my food
Alarms
alarm,
going off
actually.
during the show.
A food alarm going, that's bad.
That's crazy.
It's on silent, too. I
knew it was a snack
that was
alarm.
tough. All right, sorry. Continue your point. That's bad. That's tough.
Are we not always told as players, we got to turn the page? So Jayden Daniels, in essence, should flush what happened last year. I don't care what happened last year. Last year was a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to sleep and have great dreams now. And hopefully tomorrow that will be the case, and tomorrow being this upcoming season. And so I don't care what happened last year. What happened last year is not going to happen this year if I'm Jayden. I'm going to stay healthy. Because he played 17 games. They're going to have a great season. He'll have a great season.
He'll have a great season, yeah.
Now, at least for me, the only uncertainty that I'll have is you have a new offensive coordinator that has never called plays before. And so that would be the only thing that will make me say, I'm kind of just curious of how this will play out. If Kingsbury was still the OC, I would say they're going to hit the ground running. I just don't know. How David, is it Blau, however you pronounce his last name?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to be calling plays. I don't.
Here's what I know. He ain't going to call him nearly as friendly as Cliff Kingsbury.
Outside of, and this is also Terry McLaurin.
Yep.
We assume it's going to happen with Ayuk, with BA.
Yeah, we hope.
But if that doesn't happen, who else do they have? That's going to be a problem.
Traylon Burks.
That's going to be a problem because he was the first round pick. Traylon Burks was the first round pick of the Titans, and you're a first rounder, you get all the opportunity in the world. And so he going to need more weapons. But offensively, the guy calling plays, I just don't know. Now, I'm certain in Jayden Daniels, but I ain't certain in the guy that's going to be in that earpiece about 50 to 60 times a game telling him what to call.
I like that's an incredible take because we got to remember, in large part, the reason Jayden Daniels had so much success, his offensive coordinator runs the most quarterback-friendly offense probably in the National Football League, and you might be able to suggest in National Football League history. Like, there is not a offensive mind that runs a more QB-friendly, easy completions, spread-based offense, a lot of screens, a lot of passes to the running back. Austin Eckler, remember, went crazy Jayden Daniels' rookie season. You're not going to find a more quarterback-friendly offense than Cliff Kingsbury. So, regardless, Jayden Daniels is going to have a tough incubation period just because, remember, his rookie year, I think his completion percentage is like 68, 69%. So, I just don't know if we're going to see that again. But do you think they can even have the same level of success? This defense, you got to replace a younger Bobby Wagner, not the Bobby Wagner of old, but like the Bobby Wagner from Jayden Daniels' rookie season. You got to replace the safety that went to the Raiders, number 11. You got to replace some dudes.
With Dan Quinn's defense, you got to be able to get to the quarterback. You got to be able to cause havoc and create pressures, and hopefully those pressures turn into turnovers. It's going to come. Same thing we talked about the Bengals. If defensively, because Dan Quinn, this is your expertise.
Yeah.
You guys weren't that good last year on defense.
At all. Terrible.
You must be better this year. Your side of the ball cannot be the liability. And because that's why you got the job. And if it isn't, this division is going to be a problem because we all think the Giants are going to be much better. Mm-hmm. We know what the Eagles are going to be. We know what the Cowboys are going to be. At least we think. And so I'm optimistic. It's just, when you got a new offensive coordinator, hand signals. You start, and we're gonna practice that constantly. We're gonna practice no huddle. But there's always one or two guys on the offensive side of the ball. They just really don't know what the hell they doing. They just not smart. They not bright dudes, right? And so you just hope that those guys, if those guys you really rely on, they can pick this up. Because every team is always one or two guys.
Yeah.
They just not that smart, and they relying on everybody else to help them. How can I help you when I'm also thinking, what do I have to do because of the new offense?
Let me tell you this, though. There's also a pressure nobody's talking about. Jayden Daniels can't afford to get hurt again. Even if it's coincidence now. Even if he breaks a shoelace.
He knows that, though.
Yeah. Like,
he knows that because, like, I'm around these dudes, and we just talk freely. And I got to stay healthy, bro. I got to stay healthy. Like, I can't be having these little knickknacks and coming back too soon, and then now I'm out for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And if you do get hurt, don't come back too soon, because in our mind, we take that shot, we think we good, and we hurt again.
Because, T, you don't get a second chance at a first impression. And I tell people this all the time. Carson Wentz's first impression, injury prone. Dak Prescott's first impression, never gets injured. You look up after about 9 years, they had actually ended up missing the same amount of time. Dak pulls his hamstring, he breaks his leg, he does a calf, Kieran, I believe. They actually ended up missing, but because the first impression of Carson Wentz was back, concussion, Jadeveon Clowney, never played in the playoff, never finished a playoff game. Oh, you're injury prone. If Jayden Daniels gets hurt again, even if it's something that like is completely unpreventable, we will now stamp him as the injury-prone quarterback.
And also coming into the league, what was the question mark?
Injuries,
did he have the
frail.
frame to play quarterback in the National Football League? Because, bro, when he was at Arizona State, he come out and train. I'm like, damn, he tall. He was no more than 170 pounds.
Yeah.
So then he go to LSU, and I see him. I'm like, okay, he about 175 now. Comes back. I'm like, oh, shit. He about 195. Comes back going into his last year, he's like 205. So I'd seen him gain like 30 pounds, and it was noticeable. And he's still thin. I mean, he's still a thin dude.
Thin, yeah.
And so to me, that will always be the question because of how he's built. And the question was, can he stay healthy? So what you just said is 100% right. Oh, yeah. It's question marks he had coming into the league with that build. Could he stay healthy? He can't.
Yep.
Acho, you said unpreventable. You mentioned like unpreventable, but how much of his play style lends itself to avoid injury? Honestly, because I know he likes to get out the pocket. So do you want to see him stay in more and change his game?
Bro,
do you want
crazy enough, he don't really. It's not even that I don't even hate his play style.
Yeah.
Now, I think he got hit more than any other quarterback his rookie season. I do believe that was a statistic. But I don't hate his play style. But when you built like that, you can't play like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You gotta pick a struggle.
I'm trying to find the clip right now, but he has some
he
crazy
has
clips
some
in
where
college.
Ole Miss?
Yes,
Look at Jayden Daniels Ole Miss.
No, is that what it was?
Yeah,
But,
just
oh
Jayden Daniels Ole
my
Miss.
gosh, no. But this is my thing about Jayden Daniels right now. He isn't. I mean, obviously you have the Cliff Kingsbury leaving, who's one of the most quarterback-friendly guys ever. Was the guy that coached Johnny Manziel back in college, Patrick Mahomes in college. Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. It's crazy. But what I will say is David Blau, the guy who's now the offensive coordinator, he was a player. He used to play for Jeff Brom at Purdue. They ran a spread offense. He's an air raid baby as well, just like Cliff Kingsbury. And he was in the building while Cliff Kingsbury was there. So I don't think there's going to be a stark difference in system that he's operating in. What I will say is the question is not with talent with Jayden Daniels. It's about production. Because you could be from the same system, the same coaching tree, whatever it is, but can you still go out there and do it?
Yep. And
can you stay healthy? That's a huge question for me. And to be honest, I do question his playing style a little bit though. I think he extends plays a little bit, which is his superhuman ability.
Yep.
But he's not built to extend
they
plays.
had some design kind of read options in that offense as well. Now, again,
Like the play he got hurt on.
Yeah, but and if I'm the OC, shit, when you move like that, that's going to be a part of the offense. It has to be.
Otherwise, why'd I draft you that high?
It has to be. Now, we just got to be, we can't be trying to run through tackles.
And that's what I felt like he would do a little too
he would
often.
run
Like
through.
you trying to run through just.
I'm not trying to get these extra 1 to 2 yards
Forget it,
and
bro.
take this hit. I'll just give myself up.
Yep. Just hit your little QB slide.
Kieran showed us.
See those hits right there.
Yeah,
just go down.
Stuff like this.
Just go down.
Come on, bro.
Right there, go down. Go down.
Because now you bow.
Knocked his meat out his
I'm
taco.
not talking about man.
Not the meat out his taco is crazy.
Trey, where we at, G? We need some super chat. before we
Okay,
keep it
say
pushing.
less real quick. Let Dre Cook said, y'all, I'm at work, but the Speakeasy is on, so I'm here. What's good, Big TJ, Ach, Social Justice Trey, and Donatello Bear. Donatello Bear is hilarious. Can we get a quick zoom in, Taylor?
It's starting to fade back in a little bit.
Can we get a zoom? Can we get a zoom in, Taylor? There it is. Low key, I'm already sick of football. I'm ready for football. TJ.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hating on football is crazy. Like
Crazy.
the World Cup is.
World
I'm gonna be in
is lit.
Philadelphia.
It is.
World
Friday
Cup
night
is lit.
Cannot wait. Gonna go watch Brazil versus Haiti.
Are you gonna be
It's
back
good
by
time.
Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, okay, you'll be back here for
the
work.
show, yeah.
Oh, that's new.
That's new. What are you?
TJ, start, bench, cut, Chase, Jettas, JSN.
Ooh, I like this
That's a
question.
good one.
I'm starting Chase. I'm benching Jettas.
Jettas.
I'm cutting JSN.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that hard either.
They've done it more.
Yeah. Now, you can go either one with the start and the bench,
Yeah.
but the
the
cut.
The cut is kind of obvious to me as well. Bojangle 2213 said, okay, I'm not a Bengals fan, but Acho is tripping on Dex. Look at how the Giants defense ranked with and without him. They were top 12 with Dex and finished bottom 5 without him. He is an X without sacks.
I agree. I think Dex
Acho?
is cold.
You said your
He's
piece?
a really good player. He's
He's just not the difference maker that you're giving up a top 10 pick for. That's what you feel.
Okay.
yeah, simple.
Fair enough. Roberto Lascano said, thought Carebear was straight capping about the push-ups because I'm currently 6'4" and weigh 340. Damn, we got some big fellas watching this
Damn, bro.
easy.
He can't-
Said I can
It's
do
tough.
10 push-ups easy. Currently working on
Thank
my
you.
weight
Okay.
too. I was 380 at my heaviest.
It depends
That's
on what
what's
it
up.
is,
Hey,
bro.
Carebear,
Like,
no
I-
lie to you,
I-
Roberto.
I cannot believe you passed that. That's free money, bro.
Bro, I couldn't lift weight. Like I didn't lift weights for like over a decade,
You don't-
damn
to
near.
do
Like
10
seriously,
push-ups, bro. No way.
muscles was atrophied. Man.
I told you I was going to piss TJ
I
off.
don't know what to tell you.
Atrophic is crazy. Yeah.
I can do it now though, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't care. We don't want to hear about it now.
might-
Jay2001 said, I'm not a Bengals fan, but I believe in them. TJ's feelings about the Bengals is how I feel about the Cowboys. Just wish for a good year and a potential Super Bowl win. All I need is one. Poultry Manning, okay. With a picture of Care Bears.
Poultry Manning is
Poultry
so
Manning
crazy.
with a Care Bear picture. Yo, Acho, you know what you look like? An extremely Nigerian version of Smart Hulk. But seriously, keep up the black excellence.
What's extremely Nigerian look like?
Yeah. I am a little bit confused on the extremely.
Extremely Nigerian was a little racist.
A little bit. Felt like
For
it.
sure.
Top shot at TJ. Listen, Top shot come with some heat in the super chats. He's always giving us some crazy questions, so he's got one for you. Long distance bear is not going to answer this. So TJ, if you knock down a valid baddie, okay, she top 2 and she not 2, all right, and then you later find out that a teammate on the practice squad, that's his little jump off.
Practice squad.
This is a great question.
Not his girlfriend, but just it's just his good time. Do you tell him? And do you stop?
Nah, I'm not stopping. But I tell him, I let him know though. For sure, I'm gonna let him know. Like, bro, I'm not just gonna be like, hey, I knocked old girl down. If I see him with her, I'll be like, we come back in the locker room, hey, bro, just letting you know, I knocked her down like 3 weeks ago.
But
Just
you're
let
not
you
gonna
know.
stop?
No, I knocked her down first. Why would I?
No. This been his thing.
Yeah.
It's been his thing. You just found out after. You already.
That's his lady?
Not his lady, but that's his good time. He, you know what I mean? He's in a pinch. He hit her up.
Yeah.
But
And
that's not his lady.
That's
Not
not his
like he's
girlfriend.
not-
It's
he's not
his
bringing her to the
girlfriend.
Christmas
He
party.
specifically says not girlfriend.
She our friend.
She's our friend. It's crazy.
What if it was like his girlfriend? Like would they change?
Nah.
TJ respect that. Yeah, he not a
I'm not
slime ball.
doing that.
He not a slime
There's so
ball.
many women, like, I'm not doing that. If that's like his lady and like he love her and he gonna go like be sad about it, nah, I'm not doing that.
Well,
bro.
are you still telling him?
Yes, I'll tell
Okay,
him.
you tell him, but you gonna
Because
stop.
I want him to know, like, bro, you out with her in public. Like,
Yeah.
she got you looking like a fool, so I'm going to let him know.
That you got a bopper.
Now, she a bopper. Now, whether you do something about it, because, you know, some dudes would just be like, oh, she fine. I'm going to just, she going to do it with an event and soon, so it was just me. It was just me. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. I'm going to still knock her down if that ain't his lady, though, for sure.
Okay, that's fair. 2 more. We got to keep the show moving. Kendrick Lamar 2023 said, Wild Take Wednesday. If Michael Thomas stayed healthy, he would have been a top 10 receiver ever. Agree or disagree?
No.
Statistically Absolutely,
Top
he would have
10?
been. Yeah. So what he was doing with Sean Payton was unreal.
But you got to assume he stays in Peyton's offense.
He would have stayed in Payton's office because he was having so much success. You're not
no
letting
reason
that
for
go.
him to leave, yeah.
And you got to that ankle injury, bro. That ankle injury killed him. He had that foot injury,
But
man.
he's
he
a
just
top
couldn't-
10 ever.
Statistically,
Statistically,
Oh, fair,
he
fair,
was
fair,
getting
fair.
115, 120 catches a year. Bah, 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 bah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Carebear, you agree?
Crazy. Statistically, sure. No one would have. The eye
Talent-wise,
test
it's
would have been
not-
like Michael
yeah.
Thomas is the top 10 receiver
Correct.
ever.
But
But
his stats would have been so crazy, it would have just been like.
it might have. Yeah,
It
it might
would
have
have
became that.
Mike
Yeah.
Evans-ish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have been Mike
Mike
Evans.
Evans.
Mike Evans, like,
But Mike
on eye
Evans-
test isn't like this is a top 5
But
receiver in the
Mike
league right
Evans
now.
ain't
Pull the
getting
numbers up.
those catches like that.
Nah.
Michael Thomas was getting catches, yards. He was
Yeah.
getting everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Last
Slam
one,
boy.
we got to keep it moving. My guy Justice said, "What's up, Speakeasy?" Hey,
Yep.
Mr. Emmanuel Sebastian Chinedu Acho. Don't sleep on the Bengals this year. They'll make the playoffs. TJ and hashtag pay Trey. I appreciate that, Justice. My dog.
Everything but the last one. Look, man, we'll keep it going here in the Speakeasy.
Saying that with my pregnant wife.
No, that's
and
that's
my
why.
daughter
I'm
is
sorry.
crazy. Not want me to get money.
Blame him.
In
It's
front of my
Acho's
family
thing.
is
Yeah, no,
crazy.
Get Acho.
Yeah.
Not my issue to solve. Keeping it pushing. Max Kellerman had a take on Jaylen Brunson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Corny, everybody turning on Wendy.
I know Shea didn't have his second best player. It's a real thing. And he was the finals MVP the year before, and he's been a very clutch
That's
player.
a real thing. Yeah.
If you take Shea off the Thunder and replace him with Jaylen Brunson, the Thunder beat the Spurs. Thunder beat the Spurs.
If you take Jaylen Brunson off of the Knicks, put him on the Thunder, SGA, they flip. You think the Thunder beat the Spurs? Do you guys agree with Max Kellerman?
Hell
here?
no. I hate stuff like this. And we got enough. Shout out to what Jaylen Brunson did, but the Glaze has gotten out of hand. Krispy Kreme type out of hand. It's gotten excessive.
Delicious.
Remember, Chet Holmgren was MIA the entirety of the series. Karl Anthony Towns was a better player than Jaylen Brunson for the first 2 games. 2 games that the New York Knicks won. J-Dub was hurt the majority of the series. OG Anunoby was better than Jaylen Brunson, arguably, for the first 3 to 4 games, of which the Knicks won 3 of the 4 games. So we're sitting here acting as though Jaylen Brunson single-handedly beat the San Antonio Spurs. Up until the last game, the finals MVP, we would have unanimously agreed, was probably going to OG Anunoby. Up until the very last game. Last game, Jaylen Brunson, ice in his veins, 45 points, shout out him, finals MVP. And he was the most clutch player on the team, you could argue, but OG Anunoby obviously did win 1 game by himself and helped Jaylen Brunson avoid getting criticized for taking a 3-pointer when they only needed 2 points with 4 seconds left, and he could have driven to the cup and gotten a closer shot. So Jaylen Brunson, shout out to OG Anunoby, was able to avoid a lot of criticism. But no, there's so much nuance he missing by suggesting, yeah, if you would have put Brunson on the Thunder, they would have beat the Spurs. Chet Holmgren averaged like 11 points that series. J-Dub and AJ Mitchell were completely MIA that series, if they were even healthy that series. I think that's a wildly inaccurate take.
Man, I agree with you. I do. I feel like when Oklahoma City won the championship last year, what was said? Oh my God, this is a dynasty. They're gonna win the championship the next 3 or 4 years. They didn't even make the championship. So just a year ago, everybody was so high on SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder that we said, who's gonna beat this team? Well, the Spurs beat them. And now everybody's not as high on them. And everybody's not as high on SGA as we once were going into the season. No, I 100% agree with you that the Knicks just had their role players, they actually played their role. They did what they were supposed to do because Cat was amazing game 1 and 2. Kind of fell off after that. Okay, OG said, okay, I got you. They needed the closer in the last game. Brunson said, okay, let's go. Because he was scoring a lot of points, but it was an efficient type of game that he was playing. The Knicks, because of OG and his size and strength, Josh Hart, his size and strength, Mikal Bridges in his size, Oklahoma City didn't have that. Now, is it a different series if Jalen Williams is healthy and he plays the entirety of the series? AJ Mitchell plays the entirety of the series. Chet Holmgren, you can play bad. Just give me 14 points a game because you are on a max contract. And so, no, I can't. You put Brunson, they just going to target Brunson. SGA going to play defense. And Brunson tries to play. He's just too small. I think it's just a great story when you see him and his dad. Dad, how long are we going to be here? Till I tell you we done? Mm-hmm. You know, just to see that. SGA's a top 10 pick. Brunson's drafted in the second round. SGA, you can kind of see he's going to be a star as soon as he gets traded to Oklahoma City. Brunson kind of has to find his way in the league. You can never win a championship with a little guy being your best player, and here he goes, and he does it. I just think it's such a great story that now is like Brunson can do anything. He might just jump off the Statue of Liberty and start flying. Who knows?
Yeah,
I got to disagree.
Look, with
What aspect?
with the two of y'all.
Wow.
Particularly for these two reasons. Brunson plays the facilitator role better than SGA, in my opinion. And so when teams threw the kitchen sink at SGA, he kind of shelled up.
He threw 9 and 12 dimes.
Cool. But he also quit shooting the ball.
Sure.
And you cannot have a two-time MVP and NBA champion not shooting the ball. We would look at Michael Jordan like he was the dumbest
Can I
player
interrupt you really quick?
in the planet. Yeah.
The reason they were throwing the kitchen sink at SGA because his teammates weren't hitting shots on a consistent basis. The Knicks, them dudes was knocking down shots.
Yeah.
OG was knocking down shots. Bridges, where'd he go that one game? Like 6 for 7 from 3? Mm-hmm. The role players played their role at different points. They didn't do that with Oklahoma. What guy from Oklahoma City outside of Caruso that one game went to
Caruso
work?
had
That one game.
Yeah, he had that one game where he went crazy.
The Knicks they had guys doing this every game.
Yeah, they did. But I also think, for better or worse, Brunson's gonna shoot the ball.
yes, that's true.
He's going to, and for the other team, that causes problems because
He gonna
you
get
know
shut
at
off.
any minute he could get hot. When you watch SGA just completely shut himself down, you've won.
But now this is what I hate though. It should have been for worse. Brunson's gonna shoot the ball. Remember the first 2 games, Brunson was atrocious.
Yeah, he didn't
You
shoot
know what I mean?
well.
Like at least inefficient.
30
Shout out
points
to him for being
on
clutch.
Yeah, 31 points on 30 shots.
So like the difference though was Cat had a double-double the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Chet couldn't an efficient double-double. Chet couldn't dream of that. OG Anunoby had a 33-point game. Shea wasn't getting that. OG had a 28-point game before the 33-point game. Shea wasn't getting that. So you shaking your head.
I mean, well, this is just also, this goes to show why like everyone looks at the macro and not the micro when we talk about comparing players or situations. Nuance matters.
Yep.
AJ Mitchell was their secondary scoring option the entire playoff run. He gets hurt.
Yeah.
J-Dub was their secondary scoring option going into the season. Whenever he was healthy, was the secondary scoring option.
Yep.
He gets hurt. And even more than that, Chet Holmgren completely shrinking in the moment. Like I've never seen a player of his caliber shrink. That was like genuinely. Can y'all think of a whole series where a guy that's a 20-point scorer gets completely like shut down in that way?
Yeah,
it's like it happens very rarely, and those guys get clowned for that. But my thing is, when you have that series, obviously OKC doesn't get any benefit of the doubt because one, they play they call it haram ball on Twitter. That's what they just don't play a good brand of basketball.
Man, they play that AAU basketball.
They play that
Foul
AAU
every
basketball.
possession.
Exactly. Foul every possession. They're flopping. They don't get any benefit of the doubt. And also they're deep, so they don't get the benefit of the doubt. But when you look at what he had helping him around him, can you make the argument that he needed to be better as facilitator to help elevate his team past that? Absolutely. I'm with you on that point. And for that reason, I see why Jalen Brunson may have even been a better option in that situation.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a tough hill to climb, seeing that the Knicks, it was not just Jalen Brunson on this run.
Yeah.
And I love that we give him a lot of credit because he deserves that credit. But I hate that he gets all the credit.
Yes.
OG Anunoby shot 50% from the 3 and averaged damn near 20 during the playoffs.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Think about that.
Yeah, he went crazy.
And
Karl Anthony Towns punked the MVP frontrunner for most of the season in the finals. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Your teammates not only showed up, they elevated their game at the biggest moment.
Yeah.
Versus what you had OKC do, which was they
just
shrunk.
shell up. Yeah,
they
they just
shrunk,
shelled up.
or they
And
were
you
hurt.
know,
They weren't capable of playing.
Let me zoom in even further, Kieran, because it was the Knicks played complementary basketball within themselves.
Yeah.
When Jalen Brunson struggled, Cat went crazy. When Cat disappeared last game, fouled out, 2 points, 8 boards, Jalen Brunson went crazy.
Yeah.
There was never a game where everybody struggled.
Right.
Whereas OKC, Chet struggled every game. So Shay, the moment
Yeah.
you struggle, everybody has struggled. AJ's hurt, J-Dub is hurt. Whereas Brunson, bro, imagine the narrative if OG doesn't tip that joint in. And now it's 2-2. The whole world for those next 3 days, because remember, they're going back
That's
to
true.
San Antonio tied 2-2. The whole world for 3 days is, Brunson, what the hell was that last shot? Bruh's 4 seconds left. You shot a pull-up 3?
Think about
what
that.
the hell was that last shot?
But
That
would
didn't
have
even
made
make
it
no
3-2.
sense.
Yeah.
Nah, that
With
was
the tip in,
The
that's-
tip was
Not
in New
tip
York.
it. Yeah, it would have made it 2-2.
2-2.
That was and
2-2 going back to San An.
and OG had the block right before that to give them the possession back
Remember,
too.
it's
damn,
2-1.
I'm tripping.
That was game
Yeah,
4. Yeah.
Game 4. It's 2-2 going back to San An.
Yeah.
Now, bro, for 3 days, because there's a 3-day break between them games. For 3 days, it's just criticizing Brunson.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
all we're doing.
Absolutely.
Instead,
Wouldn't
Brunson
win be right there in front of you. Why would you shoot that?
Exactly.
correct.
Yeah.
Instead, Brunson gets to get off because OG, the Aaron Fox makes a dumb decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
know what
my
I mean?
thing is like in close games, close series. Now, obviously, in the fourth quarter, they outplayed the Spurs, which is why they won the championship in
Every
5
game.
games, right? Every single game, outplayed them in the fourth. My problem is we have to add nuance when talking about this. Oh, I could just place this player here and place him. It's not just, oh, he played better against the same team, so he would do better in that situation.
Right.
No.
Yeah, no.
And, like, you can't, like, I can sit here till I'm blue in the face and say I think Luka would have won a championship with this Knicks team because I think they were a better team around Jalen Brunson than what Luka got when he was in the finals. But at the same time, he had to go out there and do it with that team.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would look like, but I can assume. To assume that someone would do it in the opposite way, which is worse, I think it's just it's unjust and it's ridiculous as well.
Yeah.
So
No, that's fair.
Second time, let's get to these super chats. But before we do, hey, need y'all to do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. We are a little bit early today because we got to go to church on some Wednesdays. Usually we are live at 8:15 Pacific time. Today we went live at 8:15 Eastern time. So if we've done anything for y'all for the course of the night, even if you're watching this video on replay or if you're watching on delay and you get to this message, hey, stop what you're doing, please. Hit that subscribe button, and after that, hit the bell button to be notified when we go live. Every now and then, that live time changes. We only got about 2 more topics left, 30 minutes of show, if that. So hit that subscribe button. Drop your super chats if you want us to talk to you during the course of this show. One more show during the course of this week. Drop the super chats. Trey, let's get to it. Let's get to the next topic.
Listen, I only got one right now. K Crazy 215 said start bench cut. Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, or Fred Warner.
This hurts my heart. It's not that difficult. Luke Kuechly is starting.
Okay.
And I'm not even flinching. If you were talking about peak powers, Fred Warner's getting it's so hard to bench Fred. Fred Warner's getting benched. If you're talking peak powers, longevity, Bobby Wagner starting, and then Bobby's getting cut.
Okay.
Bobby's getting, and it's honestly, let me stop before people get mad at me, but it's not close.
dang.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Wait, hold
the
up.
back couldn't hear you.
I guess I was younger, not as as football savvy as I am now. Back when like Bobby Wagner was in his prime with Seattle, was it really that like was Fred Warner what Fred Warner has done over those like 3-4 years in San Francisco? Obviously, I know with Kuechly. Was he just that much better than Bobby Wagner?
Not that much better.
But he was better than Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, because Fred, he'll take the ball away.
Yeah.
Plus, Fred is more of a
is
punisher.
so athletic.
Plus,
and
Fred
fast,
is
bro.
that's the thing. Like Fred, and then also Fred is asked to do stuff Bobby wasn't as much
And you know
asked to
what's
do.
so crazy?
Bobby's amazing though, amazing. First ballot Hall of Famer, one of only 3 players in NFL history to go over 2,000 tackles. But Fred he gets the ball away, and he's a punisher, and he can run down the cover 2 pipe. Fred is different, but Kuechly was a god.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Kuechly is
Right before church as well.
That's I mean right before church
was a god.
Literally
Not
before
the
church.
was a lowercase g.
That's between you.
Crazy, man.
Fred
And your God.
Kuechly is.
Don't know which one to use.
If I really start talking about Kuechly, people gonna get mad at the names I compare Luke Kuechly
Hey,
to.
I remember when Fred Warner trained with us coming out. I called a head coach and I'm like, I ain't gonna say his name. I said, bro, there's this kid training with us. He a linebacker from BYU. He gonna be good. Nah, he not gonna make it, TJ. I told Fred this at the Super Bowl this year. I told him who the coach was too. But yeah, if Coach watching, he know who I'm talking about.
Damn.
He told me he wasn't gonna be that good.
It's a true story. Luke Kuechly. I'm in college my senior year.
All right.
So every Monday you have the star players in college. You got the press conference meetings after the Sunday game. But I get my SID, sports information director. He would always give me the stat sheet of all the players in college to see what they were doing. Now my senior year, I'm like, previous year I'm all conference. So senior, I'm just trying to be all American. Boom. I'm like, if I get 10 tackles a game, I'll finish with like 150. We're good. I'm averaging 10 tackles a game through 5 weeks. I have SID bring me the sheet of paper. Me, Dante Hightower, Michael Kendricks, Keenan Robinson, Levante David, Manti Taylor, like those are the linebackers.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, bet. I got 50. I'm like, bet. I look at the top. There's a player through 5 weeks
He like, who is this guy?
that had 99 tackles.
Excuse
I'm like,
me?
Luke Kuechly. I'm like, Boston College. Who the f- is it? Boston College that has 9. Who is this dude, bro? So then I start watching his tape, and I'm hating. I'm in college. All his tackles he's making down the field because he ain't got no D lineman in front of him. Da da da. Then I saw him.
It all made sense.
How many tackles he finished with that year, Kieran?
Was it 2011?
2011.
It says
He
102.
finished with combined.
Combined. Oh, yeah, no, 191 tackles. No, hold up. His 3 years in college, 158, 183, and 191.
91. And mind you, I finished my senior year with 133. Great year.
Yeah.
191
91?
tackles.
And they probably didn't even have a bowl game. Huh?
Damn.
Yeah,
Probably
Luke
did that
Kuechly
like 10,
owns the
11
number
games.
1 spot for the most tackles in a college football season and the number 3 spot.
And
Bro,
the number 3.
It was in that moment that I was like, this man is.
He was under recruited because you know where he from, right?
Where?
He from Cincinnati.
Really?
Yeah, he from Cincinnati. He's telling me, I grew up watching you guys. I'm like, damn, make me feel old. He was under recruited. You go a Cincinnati
Bruh.
boy that doesn't go to UC or Ohio State. You got to go to Boston College.
Yeah. Man, the way y'all was playing defense, y'all could have used 9-year-old Luke Kuechly out there. Bro.
Okay.
High school Luke Kuechly would have
High school Luke Kuechly would have probably helped y'all, man.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
all I
man,
got
it's
here.
time we talk about the future NFC East champions, the future Super Bowl 61 champions, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. George Pickens
brother.
out there with Will McClay hitting a handshake, the vice president of player personnel for my Dallas Cowboys. Also he talked to the media about how this whole process has gone on. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Decision to make.
Was it ever any doubt? I mean, when you signed the franchise tag, was there ever any doubt that you would be here for minicamp?
No, not really. It's just more of just timing. Like I say, if you got guys, rookies coming in, want to learn, and then you got other guys that's not even here yet as well, I want to be here with all the guys.
Wants to be there with all the guys, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me ask
George
this one,
Pickens is
Kieran.
back. No, you want to ask a question?
I got to ask this
Okay,
one.
go ahead.
Because me and T were at the same private dinner at Drake's having a hour-long conversation about the man over my right shoulder. T, you can take the 3-shot, bruh. We were having this conversation about this man. Notably, George Pickens' agent, David Mulugeta, the best agent in the game, bar none. Time 100 sports most influential figures.
On this past weekend.
And George Pickens said that his agent told him not to go to OTAs, but now George Pickens is going to minicamp. I've said it is a mistake. I've loudly, proudly, and boldly said it is a mistake for George Pickens to play football this season for the Dallas Cowboys on the franchise tag. What the hell do you believe? You played receiver for 12 years.
He likes the situation that he's in because of where he came from. He's playing with a quarterback, and he's in an offense that he's never been in before. And I'm looking at it from the perspective of he doesn't want to ruin this because he knows what it could be and what it has been for him. That's pretty much, that's all I can think of as to, like, we got to always remember, you got to do what's best for you because they always going to do what's best for them. Always. 100 out of 100. They're going to always do what's best for them. Jerry Jones knows this. Like, he could have had Dak for less than what he's paying him. But he makes Dak pay on a franchise, and now Dak makes what he's... With George Pickens, he franchised him this year, maybe franchise him next year, and then he's gone. You just got to fingers crossed, I continue to produce. And Lord willing, I stay
But
healthy.
T, you know better than I, bro. You just made 2 crosses. One I believe in, that's the one that has to do with the Lord. The one I don't believe in is the one that has to do with the fingers. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You can't put $140 million in this.
But
that's what you cannot do, T.
You also cannot do a Le'Veon Bell.
Of course not.
And let this money go.
Of course not.
And so, like, he don't show up to minicamp because he signed a franchise. He getting fined.
No, absolutely.
And I can't. We call this hustling backwards. I can't lose money when I'm trying to make money.
Sure. But nobody's saying do what Le'Veon did. Hell no. I absolutely abhor that. What I'm saying is do what Jalen Ramsey did. Do what Earl Thomas did.
That's what I believe he's trying to do is I'm going to go there. He's not going to do anything. He's going to show up and he's going to chill. That's what I believe he's going to do and I believe he should do because this career seems like it's forever. You can remember your first practice. I can remember my first practice. And then it's over. And it seems like it's going to be there forever and it ends so fast. You got to get everything out this game that you can get out of it because it's going to get everything out of you.
What do you make of George Pickens saying, my agent told me not to go to OTAs, that's why I didn't go there? Because I didn't necessarily like that.
It's probably a little too honest. He's a little too honest. And, like, I didn't go to OTAs because it's voluntary. That's why I didn't go. Like, if you want to be blunt, just say that. Oh, it's voluntary. I volunteered not to come. I didn't want to show up. Like, my agent told me not to come. Your agent told you probably don't go to minicamp. You're showing up here. And so, me personally, I didn't like it. But I do know people in the Cowboys building, they love him. And he has loved George Pickens for a lot of people in that building that aren't players. Obviously, you know you love it. But, like, certain coaches, he enjoys them. I know that for a fact. And so that could also play a
Can
part
you
of
break
that.
down why it is? Because I'm sure fans might be wondering, why the hell y'all telling him not to play for $27 million? I was trying to explain this yesterday. You can do a better job of it. In the NFL, when it's your contract year, there's an unwritten promise that, hey, if you ball, you finna go get this paper. Drake London has had to play one good season, and he's gotten $104+ million. George Pickens has already balled. He went for 1,400 yards. Cowboys are now telling him, hey, do it again. Then they could tag him again and say, hey, do it again. But in the NFL, if you just ball once, you're guaranteed that promise.
I get that. I get that, you know, when the people that are listening and watching right now say, oh, man, $27 million, I'm playing for that. I walk to Dallas right now if I would get $27 million when I got there. Literally, right now, I'm hitting the freeway. 10 freeway, ain't it? I'm gone. But anybody, you got to put this in perspective. When you're worth more than what your job should be paying you, are you going to stay? And you know you should be getting more. You're leaving. And there's other businesses that will offer you more. You're leaving your job. And now it don't matter if you're making $150,000 and somebody's offering you $200, you gone. If you're making $150,000, somebody offer you $175, you gone. You're making $1 million, somebody offering you $1.5, you gone. And so it's no different than a player. George Pickens will get a minimum of 33, 34 a year minimum. He's going to make 27. That's $6 million. You know, that's a big ass nice house.
Yeah.
Man.
That he would be losing out on. And so, like, you just have to put things in perspective.
Is there any circumstance George Pickens should play on the franchise tag for the Cowboys this year?
That's tough. Man, I'm gonna have to sit down if I'm him with Dave and Trey. That's his other guy that works with Dave, not Trey White.
I wish. I know he's getting real money over there.
And kind of just we gotta really bounce these ideas off each other, because the player in you wants to play, but the businessman says, "Damn, I got to do what's best for me." But I'm not letting this $27 million go. I'm set for life with this $27 million. I'm just trying to set everybody else up in my family with the rest of this contract. But do we play? Yeah. At some point, yeah, and that's tough to say. But I just don't believe the Cowboys want to give
Here's
him
what
that.
I think. I think it would be negligent of his representation to both advise and, as much as possible, allow him to play.
They not advising. They not going to advise him to play. I mean, your representation is going to do what is best for you. But we, the player, we get nervous. We get a little nervous. Like, damn, $27 million? Nah, you telling me not to play, Dave. You know what I was making last year? You know what my check was every week? You know what my check gonna be this year every week? Like, he gonna be making like 1.6 million every Monday.
So peep this. So Dave would say, look at what Deshaun did. He went and got $230 million, highest paid quarterback in the NFL history. He would say, hey, look at what Micah did. He went and got $45 million, highest paid defensive end in NFL history. He would say, hey, look at what Earl Thomas did. He went and got $20 million from the Ravens, highest paid safety in NFL history. He would say, hey, look what Jalen Ramsey did. He went and got $100 million, highest paid cornerback in NFL history. He would say, hey, I just showed you 4 different positions over 4 different years on 4 different teams that followed this template and became the highest paid at their position in the history of the NFL. I could do the same for you.
Yeah.
And you would ignorantly be like, but I want to go play.
Yeah, but this the same guy that said my agent told me not to come to OTAs.
Yeah.
The same guy.
That's a good point.
It's the same guy. So if you're going to say that, you think you're going to listen to everything? You're going to listen to a lot of what I say because that's what you hired me for. But you going to tell them I told you not to come to OTAs. You think you're going to listen to everything I have to say? You knew you shouldn't have said that, but you did. It's impossible.
I think it comes down to 3 things. Comes down to the blue.
Oh, God.
Comes down to the silver. Comes down to the white.
Hey, you a Cowboy fan.
He wants to be a Cowboy.
Would you want him to play under these circumstances? Be honest.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. As a fan of my team, yeah, I want him to play. Yeah.
Yeah, Russ bad.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to offer him another contract this offseason. No. I want him to play. I want him to ball. I want him to announce himself as one of the top players in the entire league. And then I want him to get paid next year like a top-tier wide receiver after we win the Super Bowl.
But Jerry not going to do that.
No, he's not.
Jerry's not going to do that.
They always want to defer the money.
Bro, he paid Dak after he tagged and hurt his ankle.
Dak's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
That doesn't matter.
Absolutely matters.
No, I just think it's for him though. It's also he understands what it's like to be in a situation where he won't be fed the same way that he's been fed, and I think that matters though. You have 4 years or 3 years in Pittsburgh. You come here to Dallas and you ball out crazy. You have the best year of your entire career. I think it's a different situation for him just thinking, I can leave and go ball anywhere else. Nah, I've seen in other situations if they're not willing to really feature me or they don't have the situation, what happens if the Cardinals are offering me more money than any other team? I'm not putting up $1,400 in that offense.
You're
Not with Jacoby Brisket throwing me the damn ball.
Brisket. Wow.
You know what I mean?
But see, Kieran, the fact of the matter is, respectfully, NFL players, when you get in that first fortune, the only thing that matters is a fortune. Let me go get the numbers later. Let me go get the Super Bowls later.
But do you not think $27 million for a year for a prove-it year is a fortune though?
It's weird. It's not
when you can make so much more. No.
Yeah.
Like T made a great point. If you can make 34 and you're taking 27, 7, 18, 20, 7, 14, 20, you're taking like a 25% discount.
But my thing is, what if you can make
40, you're taking a 25% discount?
Of course, but you could make 40 a year next year. That like
you could make 34 this year and get back to 45 a year sooner.
I don't care about logic. I'm going to defend my team.
Yeah, that's fair.
I appreciate you.
I won a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Let's get to some super chats. Last topic of the day. Let's get some super chats.
Listen, before I get these super chats off, hit the damn subscribe button.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Do it. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all.
We're not.
I will keep telling you though. It's in my contract that if we hit a certain threshold of subscribers, I get some equity in the YouTube channel. So help a brother out, okay? I'm not the one on the show letting snack alarms go off in the middle of the show. So don't do it for Kieran.
That's crazy.
Okay? If nothing else, do it for me. Now let's get to these super chats. Clutch Kick said, Luka Bear. In the finals, what if Luka didn't have 23 turnovers and 28 assists, shooting 24% from 3 with a 40% usage rate? Do you think they could have won? He had 1 turnover when they won. Hashtag Luka's fault. Hashtag Pay Trey. I appreciate y'all, man.
So why did he only have that many assists?
Oh gosh, here we go.
No, can we talk about it?
His teammates are ass and shot
because nobody made a damn shot.
Yeah.
But it's also your usage rate wouldn't be that high.
Okay, so now
hold on. His usage rate was high in the Western Conference Finals. Why did it not matter then? Oh, because my teammates are actually hitting shots. His usage rate was high in the Western Conference semifinals against the OKC. but his teammates were hitting shots. Like,
Okay, so
you had to hit shots.
Let me just briefly push back because I imagine somebody like Clutch Kicks would say, if Luka didn't hold on to the ball for 18, 19, 20 seconds and then pass it, they have a better chance of making a shot. He holds the ball too long and then gives them bullshit shots that they have to put up.
Why was it good enough making it all the way to the finals, beating 350 win teams, but it wasn't in the last series?
Clutch Kicks? Send another super
Yeah,
chat.
I'm like, send another super chat. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
all the defense
it was
you
good
getting
enough
out
to
of me,
make
brother.
it.
Jay 2001 said, "How about them Cowboys? I got them winning 10 to 13 games. That's too big of a margin. If you're gonna like football, we got
10 to 13
17
is crazy.
games.
Wild
You
margin.
talking about
10,
potential
11,
1 seed
8
to
and
like
9.
possibly not making a playoff.
You gotta say 10,
Like,
11.
he gonna make sure he right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, the
I
odds on
told
that are
y'all.
minus 8,000. Like, you're not making no money on that. But then he goes on to say, and winning the division, need the regular season merchant of a quarterback to lock the fuck in when it comes playoff time. Good luck. Top Shot has said, fellas, 4-team college football bracket, 2001 Miami. Lock in here.
Oh,
that's
We
McGahee.
winning.
Yes.
Yeah. We
We winning.
2005 Texas,
On one semifinal. Wow.
2020 Bama, or 2019 LSU to start the bracket. Who wins that chip?
Who plays who
I'm going
first?
So
LSU.
it's
Does it matter?
Miami,
It's LSU.
It's Miami and
LSU
Texas
or
on
Miami.
one
Regardless,
side.
those matchups matter.
So it's Miami and Texas on one side, and it's 20 Bama, 2019 LSU on the other.
LSU's beating Bama. If LSU's beating Bama, matchups are very interesting.
2020
Because the
Bama.
problem is that LSU team versus Texas, Aaron Ross is out there, first round pick, Thorpe Award winner. Michael Griffin's
Huff's-
out there,
Oh yeah,
first round pick. Michael Huff is out there,
first round pick.
Hey, guys.
Thorpe
Award
Award
winner.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Cedric Griffin is out there.
We got 2 Longhorns right here, guys.
So, of course.
They-
I don't think Texas wins.
Now hold on, okay. Let me walk you through this. 2019 Bama versus or 2020 Bama versus 2019 LSU. The closest team to LSU that year, other than Texas, the first part of the season, was that 2019 Bama team. But Tool was also hurt. They weren't
Yeah,
clicking on all cylinders. I'm still taking 2019 LSU because
for
their
sure.
offense was unstoppable. 2001 Miami
interesting.
versus 2005 Texas.
I think Miami wins, unfortunately.
I think Miami's talent was just like
Oh,
ridiculous.
bro. That was
the thing
crazy.
is though,
They backups was first
no,
round.
they were all cold.
Frank
The
Gore.
most special player on the field though in college in that game would have been Vince. And
Absolutely.
I think
Not
also
close.
if you're the conversation really think about it this way. If I tell you 2005 USC versus 2001 Miami, you're like,
Yeah.
damn, I don't know.
And Texas beat
And
that.
Texas beat them.
Texas beat that team.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like
Yeah.
that's the
It's
only
hard
reason
to
why
answer this. You can't answer this on paper.
you can't. But I will say
can't
this.
answer this on paper.
Even though I love Texas with all my heart, that 2019 LSU team, I feel like was rarely pushed to their limit. Auburn gave them a hell of a game in the rain when it was physical and it was tough. Texas gave them a tough game as well. I don't know. I just
Here's
don't
what's
know.
interesting, bro. That 2019 LSU team is not stopping Vince at all.
No.
whatsoever.
They couldn't stop Sam
There's
Ellinger earlier in the
There's
year.
no chance they're stopping
It's
Vince.
who gonna stop them?
And the other question though is I don't know if Texas gets past Miami. If Texas gets past Miami, I could like Texas versus LSU. I don't know if Texas gets
It's a
past
world of
Miami.
matchups. I think
It's a world of
2019
matchups.
LSU would beat 2001 Miami. I think 2001 Miami could beat Texas.
Correct, but Texas is
think
beating.
I think
2019
Texas could
LSU.
beat
That's why I
2019
said, what's
LSU.
side of the
It's-
bra-
Yeah.
What's the brackets? What's the brackets?
Also,
That's interesting.
the
though.
craziest thing is there wouldn't be any. This is why I give Texas so much credit. There would not be any conversation on who the greatest college football team ever was if USC beat Texas.
Correct. It's SC.
Reggie Bush had 1,800 and Lindell White had 1,300.
Yeah.
And I think Matt Leinart still had 3,000 and like 1,000
You
yards
got
to Wayne
Dwayne
Jarrett.
out there, Steve Smith
Their
out
defense
there.
had what? Ray Malaluga, Clay Matthews,
Frosty Rucker on the
Frosty
inside.
Rucker. Bro, they were disgusting everywhere.
And
But
they had
because
the,
Texas
and they
beat
had the
them-
dude slinging all that cocaine too on campus. You know
Which
what I'm
one?
talking
I don't even know.
The
They
Asian
just
one?
did it. Nah,
Nah,
the backup.
CJ know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
Yeah.
Let me know in the chat. I can't remember his name. It's a whole documentary about
I
him.
gotta watch it.
That's
He
crazy.
was
I
like,
gotta
see it.
he
You
was
ain't seen
crazy. He was,
Bro.
What's it called?
yeah.
You ain't seen him on like podcasts and
USC,
he was doing stuff for like the Mexican cartel.
Somebody
bruh,
gotta
like
put me on
really,
game.
like
Yes.
running,
Like
like
really
across
getting
the
busy.
world, like going to Australia and figuring
Yes.
out how to move shit back to LA.
Yes.
Owen Hansen, I think, former walk-on tight end for the USC Trojans.
Yeah.
Notoriously known as the cocaine quarterback. Yeah,
Because he's
Yeah.
a backup quarterback.
in 04.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
he's
Hat
pushing
camp
weight.
is lit.
I don't know. Had Cape was jumping. They were doing a bunch of stuff though. They paid Reggie Bush a little bit of money and took away his Heisman. Also respect Vince Young for that. He didn't take the Heisman when they offered it to him. He's like, no, that was Reggie's award. I'll take the natty. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all I got here.
Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Let's talk about the worst team in the NFC East, the god-awful, terrible, disgusting shade of green that this team in Philadelphia wears. The Philadelphia Eagles. Mkai Lemon, we got to see the first look at him at practice, and he looks damn good. I'll let you guys look here. TJ, run a little out right there. Nice little release. It looks like me whenever I attend finally one of your training sessions. Do you guys believe that Mkai Lemon can make Eagles fans forget all about A.J. Brown?
No. And T, we'll get into the micro in a moment, but the reason no is for a slot receiver to make you forget about a bona fide X, you have to be putting up Amon-Ra caliber numbers. Amon-Ra is probably the only slot receiver in the last 5 to 10 years that could make you forget about a bona fide X. A dude that's capable of going for 15 or 1,400 yards in a season, 120 receptions. Like really good slot receivers or Cole Beasley or Stevie Johnson. But for a slot to make you forget about an X is near impossible. A.J. Brown is a bona fide X wide receiver. Those are hard to find. Finding a slot receiver that can go for 700 or 800, you can find those. So I think Mkai Lemon will have a really good season for the expectations we have of him. But to make you forget about A.J. Brown, you got to put up Amon-Ra caliber numbers. I don't think the offense is structured to feature Mkai Lemon like the Detroit Lions offense is structured to feature Amon-Ra St. Brown. And I don't know if Amon-Ra will so quickly go out there and dominate to make you forget about a 1,400-yard receiver.
Mkai.
I don't think if Mkai Lemon will so quickly go out there and dominate to make you forget about a 1,400-yard receiver back-to-back seasons.
No. He's not gonna make anybody. They're just two different players. AJ's a big old dude. Makai's a small guy. That's a 5-yard out. Like it's a 5-yard out.
It's a beautiful 5-yard out.
Actually, it's an option route, really. Yeah. DB sitting inside. He runs the out route. Ball's inside. Not a great throw. Really good catch. And so I'm looking at it from the perspective of, and I've said this before, Mkai Lemon's a good player. But Mkai Lemon was a guy that he really would jump ball you a lot in college. Like they throw him the ball, look like he's covered, and he makes the play. He's good run after the catch. But Jalen Hurts didn't throw A.J. Brown jump balls. Mm-hmm. You think he's going to throw a 5'10 and a half Mkai Lemon jump balls and he didn't throw a 6'3", 230-pound A.J. Brown jump balls? And so, because Makai's a guy, he looks like he's covered and he makes the play. And so I just don't see it. Now, if Sean Mannion is going to bring some type of magic and put him in situations that the Detroit Lions did with Amon-Ra, then of course, because Mkai, he don't drop the ball. He's not going to drop the ball. He has really good quickness. But when you're that size, your quarterback has to be extremely accurate. You don't have room for error when you're throwing to a guy under 6 feet.
Mkai Lemon more likely to be, and Kieran, I should know this, Eagles first-round picks at wide receiver last 8 years. I think Smitty and I think Jalen Reagor. Mm-hmm. Mkai Lemon more likely to be Smitty or Jalen Reagor? Serious question, because I think we're starting to have some unfair conversations about Mkai Lemon. If Zachariah Branch stays at USC, I'm not convinced we're having Mkai Lemon conversations. From a pure physical ability perspective, Zachariah Branch, you looked at him at SC and you go, special. Mkai Lemon, you look at him in USC and you go, productive. There's a difference. So I'm just being honest. Y'all know me, I keep it a bean in here. Like, I'm not. Anyway, answer the question, T. More likely Smitty or more likely Reagor?
He's not going to be a bust. He's too good of a football player. As a receiver, there's some things he's going to have to work on. He's not going to be a bust. So I would have to say Smitty because people would look at Reagor as he was a bust when you're a first-round pick. But I'm not sure he'll reach the heights that Smitty has reached thus far. But he won't be a bust because he's just a good football player. He just doesn't have the size you would like. Outside of that, if he was 6 feet, you're just like, oh, that's a great pick. It's because of, 1, you're not very big. 2, you went to offense that really wants to run the ball. 3, and you went to a quarterback that he ain't giving you opportunities to make 50-50 plays.
Yeah.
At least he hasn't shown that he's going to do that.
Here's my fear, though, Kieran, what TJ's saying, bro. He's a good player. Good player. Good player. The adjective that TJ continues to use is good. Good. He was drafted in the first round, pick 18. We don't want good from you. We want CeeDee Lamb from you. We want Justin Jefferson from you. Those were picks 17 and maybe picks
later
19 and picks 22.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want good from a first round
wide
pick.
receiver 1.
We want, like, good isn't good enough when you pick 18.
If they want him to give you wide receiver 1 numbers, you got to feature me like wide receiver 1. That's not going to be the case.
But does he
He
have
doesn't
wide
play the
receiver
position
1?
to be featured though. That's like to be featured like an AJ Brown does. I don't think. Like it's not a Sean McVay situation where Puka can be featured out of the slot. Or
Many people would have said that about Amon-Ra coming out for sure.
That's true.
And nobody says that now.
Is Sean Mannion Ben Johnson though?
We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you answer the question, I'm no.
Yeah.
But you don't know. And so, but is Jalen Hurts going to be Jared Goff also? No. And so that's the key. It's so much that goes into this. Like, and it sounds like, y'all, you're hating on Mkai. It's not hating on Mkai. It's the system and the structure and organization that he got drafted to.
But don't you you've told me this before, you get drafted in the first round based on tools.
Yes.
Based on Sonny Styles, tools. Arvell Reese, tools. Caleb Downs, tools. Mkai Lemon.
He got drafted on production.
Yeah.
Bingo.
He got
'Cause
drafted on production.
Mkai he has first round production. He doesn't have first round tools. He doesn't have first round first round height. He doesn't have first round quickness. He doesn't have first round just straight line speed. He doesn't have first round tools. Now he got first round heart. Like Tyrann Mathieu, he got that dog that you just can't measure. Shout out to Mkai Lemon. He got that stuff that transcends all the tools. But like AJ Brown is built like a linebacker. When I ran up to AJ Brown, I said, bruh, you my size. Like Smitty, first round tools. Mkai Lemon, I just feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on him, bro.
And that's fair.
It's a lot of pressure, T.
If I'm Mkai Lemon, I don't give a damn if you think I got first round tools, because if I put up the type of numbers in, we all gonna say, well, oh shit, yeah. That's why he was drafted in the first round.
What are those type of numbers? What numbers do Mkai Lemon have to put up this year for Eagles fans to say that was worth the 18th overall pick?
I mean, 70 catches.
At least 900 in my mind.
875 yards,
Fair.
6 to 8 touchdowns. You can be happy about that.
Can I be honest though? You took Devontae Smith top 10, and I think Philly fans are very, very happy with that first round selection though,
No
as
doubt.
well. So if you can mimic or get close to what Devontae Smith has done through 4 or 5 seasons of his NFL career, I think you're still okay with that.
Yeah, 'cause
you're okay.
that's-
You're not asking him to be wide receiver 1 right now. I think you're okay with that.
That's the thing, right? Is Smitty is replacing AJ, and then Mkai is replacing Smitty. So who has more pressure on him to succeed? In my opinion, is definitely Smitty. Smitty's got the bigger shoes to fill.
Yeah.
So
I just think it's easier for Smitty to fill them.
than it is for
because he's
Mkai
proven.
to
Yeah.
fill
Smitty is like
Smitty's
that.
to fill Smitty's
I think
shoes.
Smitty in any other
Smitty's
system
going
would
for
be going crazy.
1,300 yards this year in his sleep.
I also think it's gonna be hard to judge Mkai in this offense though, because Sean Mannion's first task as a play caller. Do you think it's to get Mkai Lemon busy?
no.
Do you even
Saquon
think it's to get
Saquon first?
It's I need
Smitty
Saquon
second.
Barkley
Smitty second.
to do what I know Saquon Barkley can do. He's
probably
arguably
got
the
it
most
third.
gifted running back in the league,
Yeah.
and he's been quiet last year. And 2 years ago, people forget. Dude could have broke Eric Dickerson's single season record.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything.
Like, let's put it like
Decided
this.
not to play.
Mkai probably going to get 5 targets a game. Like, because the Eagles going to throw the ball 27 times a game. Smitty got to get 11 to 13. Dallas Goedert got to get 5 to 7. Saquon got to get 3 to 5. Who else they got? They got 2 other receivers.
They got Hollywood
Wicks.
Brown, Dontavian Wicks.
So between Brown and Wicks, they got to get 8 to 11 combined. Like, that leaves about 5 for Mkai. Like, Mkai going to get about 5 catches a game. Probably
Targets.
5 targets a game. Probably 3 to 4 catches a game for probably 39 yards a game.
Sometimes more or less, give or
Yeah,
take.
yeah.
Give or take.
Could be 8.
Like,
could be a 2.
I think Mkai goes for 504 yards this season, 3 to 4 touchdowns, and 58 catches. And I just think Eagles fans are going to be
okay.
they're going to be ticked. They're gonna be real. They're not gonna be happy with that.
Yeah. He's not. I mean, well, that's the expectations, though. It's like he's not AJ Brown. Like you weren't gonna draft another AJ Brown at your position in the draft.
Then why we draft a receiver? That would be the
because you want to draft someone that's capable of playing at the same level, possibly of Smitty.
Yeah,
but and what else do you need?
Yeah,
what else do you need?
That's true. Yeah, but I think more to your point as well is like sometimes where you go in the draft doesn't necessarily hold as much weight. Like the draft number doesn't. If Fernando Mendoza falls short of number one overall expectations, I think we could all sit here and be like, yeah, because some of the tools that previous number one overall quarterbacks have had.
We don't use that nuance. Think about who sits in this chair the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, he was number one overall pick.
Yeah.
He went to Cleveland. The team was 1-31 the previous 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Baker Mayfield did in Cleveland and has done in his career is more impressive than the likes of some greats.
Yeah.
But what's the nuance?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
Mkai won the first round.
Right.
That's the nuance.
Yeah.
Go give me first round numbers.
Yeah, you got drafted where you got drafted. So we're going to hold you accountable for that position.
They got to play the Cowboys twice a year.
Yeah, you got
George
that
Pickens won
guaranteed
second.
4 years. And the rest of the guys in the draft didn't.
When they play the Cowboys, they're going to say George Pickens won in the second round. Why he better than you? They're going to say CeeDee Lamb got drafted. What did CeeDee go, 19 or 22?
Nah, he was in the top 20.
Nah, he
top
was
20?
in the top 20.
Yeah,
I think he
top
went
20.
18.
Like, they're going to be like, you and CeeDee Lamb was the same overall pick.
Yeah.
And look at what he did his rookie year.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Bro, that's how the game go.
Yeah,
I don't make the game. That's just how the game.
Yep.
That's how the game go. Before we get out of here, we have one more request. Hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please. If we've made you laugh today, made you smile today, if we've gotten you through your early evening, if you're listening to this on your drive to work, in a barbershop, wherever you might be on a treadmill tomorrow morning, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Our show, it lives, it thrives, and it survives off of that subscribe button. Hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live, and hit that like button while you're sitting here watching the show. Push us further into the algorithm. We got a couple super chats.
Yep.
Again, appreciate y'all watching us early. We got to go to church on some Wednesdays. Today is one of those Wednesdays. That is why we are going early, but we will return to our normal time of 8:15 Pacific time tomorrow. Trey, super chats, let's get out the show.
John Gilbert kicks us off, says shout out to the whole crew.
Joe Music, thanks, sir.
Knicks forever. 53-year drought is over. I just want to know why the squad never went burger cheese on Keldon Johnson being the sixth man of the year and going ghost in the finals.
Man.
We did.
real.
We actually did talk about that.
We did.
So let me know that you're not subscribed and don't tune in to every episode without letting me know that you're
Come
not
on, man.
subscribed and don't tune in to every episode. John Gilbert.
How
We
you
did
feel
get
about
on
people
Keldon
with two
Johnson.
first names? I
Not
feel like
the,
we're too old for that.
not the biggest fan, yeah.
You gotta
like
blame
you-
his parents.
You can't have two
Or
first names
that
anymore.
name.
Like if
Yeah.
your name's Adam Paul,
What are we doing?
why? Your parents didn't love you
At all.
from
Hey,
conception.
Cody Paul was cold. Y'all remember that highlight tape? Y'all know Cody Paul.
Two
Real
first
ball knowers will
names
know
is-
Cody Paul.
It's embarrassing.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul. I didn't even think about that.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
If your last name is a first name, do you have to make your first name a last name just to nullify
That's
it?
true. Yeah, yeah, you should.
Like Williamson Paul.
yeah.
Hey.
Williamson Paul.
Like if your last name is a first, I think you just gotta like.
And then you gonna
Yeah.
go
I know
by
a couple
Bill.
of Jacksons.
Yeah,
You
Is,
gonna
like,
go by
Bill,
Bill,
yeah,
and they're gonna
yeah.
call
is
you
Jackson
Bill
a
Paul.
last
Bill
name
Paul, yeah.
typically? Because I know some Jacksons.
Jackson's the last name.
I know some people named Jackson. Well, I guess that's, I don't know. Like Jackson, Parker's a last name,
Parker's
but
a
it's
last
also
name.
a first name.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
I
go
don't know.
first name's the last name.
Walker.
if you Walker?
Yeah, like Walker's the last
Like
name
Walker
and a first
Kessler.
name.
Yeah, Walker, yeah.
Is Walker a first name?
It is, yeah.
Walker Kessler?
For white people, yeah.
Walker, Texas
Yeah, true.
Ranger.
Everybody talking TV shows.
Listen, Clutch Kicks jumped back in the super chat. Kearney got beef. He said, well, let's see. Round
All
2,
right, man.
Luka had 27 turnovers with 52 assists.
Absolutely.
With 70-plus free throw percentage on 105 shots, 45% from the 3. Western Conference Finals, 18 turnovers, 36 assists, with 80% from the free throw line, 82 shots, 43% from the 3. And then the finals, 23
Yes.
turnovers, 28 assists, 54% from the free throw line on 125 shots, and 22% from the 3.
Do we care about someone's teammates and how they played, or do we not? It was the best. Hold on. What was the best defense that Luka played during that run? It was the Celtics. I hate even having to defend this time and time again.
Then don't.
What? Oh, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah, then
11%.
don't.
I'm just gonna. Anytime he brings that up, I'm just gonna say 11%.
11%. That's fair.
11%. That's
Jake
it.
2001 said, shout out to y'all and the folks in the back. Shout out to the gang in the back, except producer Rome. I enjoy watching y'all live, but if Dallas doesn't follow through, at the end of the season, I'll drop a $200 super chat. #pay Trey.
By then, Trey will be paid. So just don't even.
Will he?
Don't even.
Hopefully not.
Rome said, hopefully not in the back.
Listen, give you the moving top shot. It said 1 month to prepare TJ versus Acho in the 40-yard, 100-yard, and 200-yard. Who wins those races? I know Acho's younger, but the way Carebear be talking about them knees, I just don't know. Hashtag pay.
Don't give him a month. Just go tomorrow and then
If I got a month, I'm good.
Yeah, don't give him a month.
I got a month, I'm
go
good.
tomorrow. I'm beating T in the 100 and I'm beating T in the 200.
Scared of a 48-year-old man with a month of training? Y'all got the same month.
Nah, he still got
That
NFL
month is going
receiver
the same
in his-
month. That's a longer month for him than it is for you.
If I can train,
48.
I'm good.
If you make T go tomorrow, it's not. I ran 200s last week and was moving.
You
Yeah,
did.
I can't.
Yeah, damn.
The last time I ran was like 2 months ago.
Could you run sub 24 right now in the 200?
No.
Sub 25.
No.
I could go sub 26. Cause I was in,
Damn,
I
okay,
was
so
in,
you
I
can
was
still
in,
move a little bit, though.
I was
Yeah.
in running shoes and came through in like 29, just strides, 4 set of
Okay,
200.
yeah.
So you put the spikes on.
Spikes give you superpowers.
So,
Yes, spikes. I'd probably go 25-6.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Okay.
I'd probably go
When I was in
25-6.
JUCO, though, I ran 21.3 in the 200. 21.35.
That's my point. Don't give him time to train.
Yeah.
He might tap back in.
Yeah. Cooking. 21-3 is moving.
That's crazy. That is wild. Top Shot, appreciate you. You always coming with the heat on the super chats. Jermaine Miller 6358 said, "Do y'all think the Cowboys are going to sign Pickens? And if they don't, who do y'all think is going to sign?"
He's playing on the tag, brother.
I don't think they'll sign him. It's too much money.
Is he playing on the tag?
He got no choice.
That's gonna be. I don't think Mulugeta won't eat. Will he still represent him? I don't see. Something's got to give.
Ultimately, you got to take the vice agent, but the bottom line is they do work for you.
True, but if somebody is so ignorant to not take your advice, what am I repping you
Yeah,
for?
but I just feel like when
You can
you've been in
negotiate the biggest
Pittsburgh
contract
in
in the league next year.
situation, no quarterback, no targets, and then you get to this situation, you kind of fall in love
I
with it.
convinced TJ.
You know what I mean? You get something that's she doing something
Hold on,
that
I'll
you like.
say
Ah,
this.
I got her.
Acho,
I'm saying.
is it not just the best situation for Pickens?
No. If it was the best situation, they would pay him.
No. I'm saying
That's the best situation.
Okay, for sure. I meant like on the field. Is it not the best situation for him? I have a bona fide number
No
one on the
question.
other side of the field, and I know I can get busy, and I know this offense is going to feature me specifically.
On the field,
the field,
yes, it
yeah,
is.
on the
Yeah.
field.
That's what I'm
No
saying. I
question.
think that matters though, especially
Yeah.
for a guy that was begging to be used more in Pittsburgh.
gonna
So.
see.
We don't see. Karen, get us out, G.
Look, man, we appreciate you guys. We got to get up out of here. We appreciate you being here for the early show. Those of you guys who hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to be notified when we go live on the show. That's what it is. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time. We are respecting Mountain Time. Aylin is in the building. Prekir Nicky Simple, TJ Hushmanzada, Emmanuel Acho, Malin and Trey, everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back. Trey's beautiful family as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow right back here in the
Do we
Speakeasy.
have to respect Mountain Time?
Yeah, we do. We do. Absolutely.